Welcome to the 5 Letters Podcast, featuring myself, Yells,
alongside Cam.
And yo, it's me, Bez.
When you hear me say logo, you know it's a I like girls with big body, a gangster league, girls with bad habits. Ooh, roll up like we dey Cali, puff past Romo and we stay happy. Yeah, I like girls with big body, a gangster league, girls with bad habits. Ooh, roll up like we dey Cali, puff past Romo and we stay happy. I know why they pre on me, why they pre on me. Now I know they wanna be like me, they can never be like me.
Miss Nadia with the fatty, I for all it steady. Roll a fat one, then I all her medis. Bad last week, I been bad already. Baddies get the pasta lickle, tag Latelli. Take a shot, let's Snickers you want, get all the jelly. Back is a problem, a dilemma. Nelly Kelly, wetter than the ocean, no joking. I hope you bought your wellies. Hit it from the back, give me racks, baby, let's hit the belly.
Cut that back, go away, we murder, give it a rest. Like a DA or undercover, it's a whack. Got me feeling like I'm underwater. From the back, I'll be at it for 80 summers, no I won't leave. Phone ringing on silent, discreet, I'm OP. But big batty girl, that's my weakness. And she don't take bad up from no Egypt. Says she wanna top rapper, drug dealer, it's Tiz.
Welcome to another episode of the 5 Letters Podcast. This is episode number 11. We've got myself, Yells, live in the building. We've got Bez, been saying my man.
Yo, 11.
And we've got Cam as well. What's going on?
Yo, what's good?
Yeah, man. How you lot been, man? It's been another 2 weeks. We're back again. Anything popping in the lives and that?
Nah, man. Nothing changed. Nothing gonna change anytime soon. Just chilling at home more time.
Just waiting until June 21st, yeah?
I mean, not really. I don't see anything changing then. I don't see anything changing for me personally in a long, long time. And I don't mind it also. But yeah.
Fair enough. What about you, Bez? What's going on?
It's been a bit of a dead 2 weeks as well for me. Like I ain't done anything. Just trying to keep fit, mostly going for runs. Got my new personal best again, 5k, 26 minutes. Cutting the time down slowly.
Yeah, man. I think anything sub like 30 minutes is good. It's decent.
That was my goal. Yeah, under 30 minutes, and then now it's like try and get under 25 minutes, and I also want to try and do a 10k this month. So stay tuned. We'll see how that goes. if I'm not here for the next episode, I didn't make it.
Nah, I need to actually get, like, I'm so unfit. I need to get onto that, like, running exercise stuff. But you know when laziness sets in, innit? It's just mad. Like, there's not much you can really do about that. Mad. So is that why you're wearing the Ghana football kit then? Because you were running around?
Yeah, man. I wasn't playing football, but the reason I'm wearing it is it's Ghana Independence Day. We've got to represent today. Stand out. God bless our homeland, Ghana. That's what that's anthem, but something about keeping our nation great and strong. I don't know the whole national anthem, but give a little teaser.
Give a little intro thing. Yeah? I hear you. Well, yeah, happy Ghana Independence Day, Ghanaian Independence Day to all the Ghanaians around town. 1957, held at Kwame Nkrumah.
How many years is that now then? 63?
You do the mash, you're the guy.
64.
64. Ah, yeah.
Yeah. 64 years of Ghana, obviously come a long way. Probably some more to go, but yeah, it's
magic.
Great country.
Last time I went, they actually moving, like they're accelerating, like their development is coming along massively. Like the airport, obviously, you went to Ghana a couple of years. Like how long ago did you go?
I went to Ghana about 10 years ago now.
Yeah, so if you remember what the airport was like when you went, completely different now. Like it looks like Heathrow now.
Mad.
It's crazy. Mad. It's so different.
Yeah, because the airport when I went, it was kind of like, it just reminded me of like the airports in like the Caribbean, Grenada and that, where it was just like just really, really small. Like you land and then you walk 2 steps and then you're in the queue for customs and that. Then you walk 2 more steps and you're outside.
Yeah,
and that was it.
And obviously before you had the people who come and harass you to help you with help you in quotation with your trolley sort of thing. And now even them lot, like they're not really about, like they're kind of just, they come in a bit later, but they're not like, it's not like as instant. So it's proper, like it's changed completely. It's so different now. And when you're driving through from the airport, it's just like the infrastructure's changed completely. So they're moving forward.
Yeah, I definitely remember that. Like literally, like just before I even had a chance to like catch my breath and like take in what I was. Let me take your bags. Let me help your bags. Like, do you need a taxi? Do you need a cab? I'm like, I don't even know where I'm going. Yeah.
The mad thing was, last time I went, we had a new driver when we got there. So the guy who came and was helping us with our trolley. I was like, "We do a move!" Like, grab the trolley off him because I didn't know who he was. So I just grabbed it, and then he was just kind of standing there, like looking at me, like I was there, like, "What? Why is this guy still hovering about?" And my mum told me, "Oh no, he's not the driver for this time." Like, oh, okay, sorry.
I'm just out here bullying the poor man. He's trying to do his job.
I didn't know. It was a misunderstanding. I'm used to getting attacked as soon as I get there. So I thought this guy was just one of the people attacking me. I had to defend myself.
Mad. So how's your tree, man?
How's what?
How's your tree?
My tree?
Yeah.
I don't know any tree. I know like Aquaba. That's welcome. Etese. I think that's how are you or something.
Yeah, Etese.
My family are Gar, not Tree, so I know a bit more Gar than Tree.
Okay, I mean that's fair enough. Like I think I have a friend as well who's Gar as well, but he knows a lot of Tree because just from being around Dakar and stuff. Which is fair enough. So, but yeah, big up to all the Ghanaians around town, man. 64 years, man. It's a big milestone. Pushing on towards 65 and 70.
Need to go return home again. Afro Nation 2021. Let's do it.
Relax. I'll go to Dubstep Nation in Ghana.
Dubstep Nation in Ghana.
Is that a thing, really?
I hope not.
That'd be mad. I would definitely go to that. I would definitely want to see that. Oh my god! Can you imagine just instead of like all the African skanks and all of that, they just
oh my god!
It's like a mad one.
The funny thing is with Ghanaian people, they would just be they would still dance to it, like doing the African skanks, just doing the dubstep.
Doing the most. That'd be sick. I'd want to see that. Definitely. Oh man! But since we're talking about African countries, did you guys see the South African Love Island promotion stuff?
Yeah, they had the cast, didn't they? They announced the cast.
Yeah, they announced the cast, and those all colonizers. Yeah, they were like, nah, no indigenous people, like just descendants of like the colonizers. Yeah, it was mad. What did you all think of that?
I mean, I'd like to think that the black people decided not to go on the show and apply for it. that's the
like, we want no parts of this.
Yeah, we don't like this show, so we're going to stay away from this one. That's what.
How long has it been a thing? Is this the first season of it?
I think it might be the first season of South Africa one. Or because I've seen the Australia one, I've seen UK one, obviously, and then USA one had one which started a couple years back. So I think this might be the first South Africa season.
Yeah.
I'm just googling it now because these are things that we can check since we're all sat at computers. And I do believe you're right. I do believe this is the first year that they've done it. So that's even worse then. Like if they could at least like point to like previous years and being like, no, it's been mixed before. Like this is just who applied this time.
Yeah, this is what applied.
It's literally just generic white people. Just you could see the same thing anywhere. Like if Australia has one, UK has one. It's just the same people pretty much. I mean, even the UK one probably has more black people in it.
It definitely does. It has black people in it.
And that's what people were saying. Obviously, in the UK, black people are only like a small percentage of the country versus South Africa, where they're the majority. Like South Africa is like 80% black or something like that, which is which is ridiculous. And then zero representation. I think they did send out a tweet afterwards, after like all the backlash and stuff. And it was hyping up that there was gonna be some black people in there. That they showed like, you know how they do like the video where it shows like the guy's chest, and stuff like that. So it was that. So, and you can see some color there. So you're like, okay, cool. Like,
so then the people who are actually in the show are racist then because they segregated the black people off to take their photos.
Must have done. But it was like, but you know, like them ones where it was like they were panicking. They were like, "Oh no, there's backlash!"
Yeah,
like,
of course.
Let's grab some black people, send them in as well.
Yeah, that's terrible. But the thing is, there's like Australia one. I'm not sure if they have black people in that one, and because Australia is quite a racist country anyway, isn't it? From what I've heard, anyway.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
So that one's less surprising. And then South Africa, when majority black people.
But South Africa is super racist as well. South Africa is
are they
apartheid land, man? South, like in terms of South Africa, you know, like colonialization did a number in South Africa, like Nelson Mandela and all that.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah.
As much as the country's progressed from those days, they're still just it's a mess. It's an absolute mess. Like South Africa is probably one of the most anti-black places in the world, and considering it's a majority black country, is ridiculous.
Okay, well, it makes sense then with the Love Island.
Oh yeah. For me, I definitely wasn't surprised. Just knowing what I know, knowing what I've seen about South Africa and stuff that happens in South Africa, I was not surprised.
Yeah, I honestly didn't even notice it until I read like the comments and stuff, and people were saying. Then I went back and looked, and I was like, oh, actually, yeah, that's true. But like, just because of it's Love Island and in South Africa, I didn't even think about the fact that there's mostly white people, or I mean, all white people there. Like,
yeah.
My brain didn't even register.
Like the South African cricket team is usually all white people, or majority white people as well. I think and rugby as well, same thing. I think the only sports team that has black people in it for South Africa is
the football team. Their football team's all black, isn't it?
I think so. But rugby, all white, because these are kind of like your quote unquote upper class sports. So rugby, cricket, whatever, the upper class in South Africa is just majority white. And then so I'm guessing that the producers of the show are probably majority white as well. Like,
oh yeah,
and all of that. So this is why it comes down to there just being no black people there, which is ridiculous. But yeah, man, when I saw it, I was like, it's one of those ones you just shake your head and you have to say, wow, like it's ridiculous, but yeah, it wasn't surprising to me.
Yeah, they don't even look like you know. I guess with South Africans, you get like the white South Africans are normally like a bit more tan kind of color. They're not like English white people. They don't look the same. But to me, the Love Island South Africa lot just look like English white people. They don't even look like South African white people. Like, so in my head, South African white people, they look different to English white people, and they don't even look like that. They just look like just English white people or anything like that. It doesn't look. I don't know where they done their casting for this one.
Yeah, no, I see what you're saying, actually. I'm looking at the picture now, and they just look like any Essex people. Right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that's to be fair, it might be like people from the UK or something, because I've seen a couple of these shows where I think they had some in America where they had quite a few UK people over there. So if they've done that, then that's just even more weird. But
yeah, that would be ridiculous. But do you guys know the comedian Trevor Noah, or it's so funny. He's a comedian. That's what I'm saying. He's a comedian, but currently he's a news show host.
Yeah,
news presenter. So I was like, do I call him a comedian? Do I call him a news presenter? Like, that's weird.
But then his news shows are funny, aren't they? Like he tells jokes and stuff, runs jokes and stuff like that in them.
Yeah. But they are like very based around the news, and like he seems to be like a left leaning kind of guy, so he gets like politics involved and stuff like that as well, which is weird. But he does, like in his comedy shows and stuff, he talks about growing up in South Africa as being like a black man, but a mixed race black man and stuff like this. And just from like stuff that I've seen of his like comedy shows and stuff like that, I'm like, no, South Africa is in the gutter. Like when it comes to like racism and stuff, like South Africa is bad. Like, and I think that's one of the ones that people just don't think about.
Yeah,
I feel like as like black people in Britain, we think about obviously Britain and how racist Britain can be at times, or at all times, I guess. And we obviously always see like stuff to do with America and things
Yeah.
like that. But like, I think a lot of times, like Australia, like you said earlier, Australia goes under the radar. South Africa goes under the radar. Like all these other places go under the radar, like just fly smoothly under the radar with
Yeah.
their madness. So at least to us, obviously people around the world probably know, but to us, like we tend to miss it. So I think this was good for people to remember, like what South Africa is like.
Yeah, because to be fair, I didn't know that how South Africa was that bad. Like I didn't think about it especially when you said like 80% black people. You wouldn't think that a country with the majority of black people is going to be racist towards the black people. Like you'd think it'd be the other way around. If anything, like the black people would be racist towards the white people because you lot are the minority. Like, which that's what I would have thought it would be like if anything. But
yeah,
clearly the 20% are going strong over there.
It's not even 20%. There's 80% black, 20% other. So, and I think there's going to be some Asian people in the mix as well. I think South Africa has a decent size population from India because of the whole war and everything. So I think it was World War II. I can't remember, but yeah, I know South Africa definitely has like a decent sized Indian population as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, so white people are less than 20% of the country. So yeah, and they're going on. But what do you guys think? Do you guys think that representation, like shows, should accurately represent the country that they're in? Do you think it should be like a hard and fast rule that if a show is Love Island South Africa, that it should be 10 people? If it's 10 people, it should be 8 black people and then 1 white person, 1 Indian person, for example. Do you think it has? Do you think it has to kind of fit into that mold, or do you think it can? You have some flexibility. What do you guys think?
I feel like it should not necessarily specifically to represent the population of the country, but more represent the population of who's going to be watching the show. So like, if it's going to be if it's airing in South Africa, and they can have like, I don't know, they can get some stats on some kind of estimation on who's going to be watching this show, and then from that they could maybe I feel like they should look at it through that lens rather than specifically from the country, because obviously if no black person is going to watch it, then you just got a bunch of people looking at some people that don't look like them and they don't really care, and then they stop watching it too, kind of thing. If that makes sense.
Okay. No, I see what you're saying. So that's what I was going to say. But that's what I was going to say in response, is I was going to ask you. So you say that they should look and see who's going to watch the show, but say they're creating it just for white people. Say that just there's a TV network or whatever in South Africa that was like, okay, we want to do Love Island in South Africa this year. So, and we want to target it to the white population of South Africa. So we're just going to have pretty much mostly white contestants. Do you think there's a problem there or no?
No, I don't think it's a problem. No, I don't think it's a problem, because if that's what they want to do, then they have every right to do that. And if there is a demand for it within, like, with black people, then someone else can come true and make a show for the black people, you know?
Okay, man, like Cam, the separationist. What about you, Bez? What are you saying?
I don't think it should be a hard and fast rule. I just think it should just be, because I don't like the idea of having a quota of who you're going to put into a show.
Yeah.
So I feel like it should just kind of just, whoever applies, just you've got to pick the people based on your set out. It shouldn't, like, race shouldn't even come into it really. It should just be based on the set out ideas of who you're having on the show. So if you want someone tall, you want someone wedge, you want someone short, you want someone with a big bum. Like, I think those, although again, like, that's another separation kind of thing, but it's like, there's obviously what people want to watch. They don't, like, it's kind of bad to say, but no one's going to, if people are unattractive, they're not going to be on that show.
Yeah.
So I think that it should just kind of be.
But then, sorry, just to throw a spanner into your works there, but then maybe that is what they're saying and what they're doing.
That's true.
That the buffest people in South Africa are white.
That's true. It's, But then I guess then it depends on who's the selection, because obviously they're all white, and then they're going to see all white people and think, and then the people, if there were black people who applied to it, they might think they're less attractive and they just disregarded them. So it's difficult because obviously they do want all attractive people on the show. And if they don't find that the people who have applied that are black are attractive, then that's why they're disregarding them. It's hard to say, but I don't think it should be a quota to have 6 black people for other sort of thing. I just think it should just be based on, similar to what Cam's saying, it should be based on what your audience is going to watch.
Okay.
Because I guess at the end of the day, you're trying to make a show that's going to bang views.
That's all they really care about. They just want the money, and they want people watching it. They want people talking about it, and they just want to make the show the best way, like the best possible way that they'll get more attention for it or whatever, more views and whatnot. So I feel like, I mean, maybe it should be that they think about the population of the country and what they're actually doing and try and represent everyone in a way that makes sense. But generally, I don't think they care, like networks and stuff. I don't think they care too much. So they're going to do what they're going to do.
Yeah, I mean, they clearly don't care because that's how this is, come about in the first place. So they clearly don't care. I'm sure like generally people aren't that dumb to not realize what's going on. So I'm sure they knew what they were doing when they made like the selection that they made.
To be fair, I don't know.
You say that.
I don't know. I think they could genuinely just be that stupid, not think about it until it got released and saw the backlash, and they're like, "Oh shit, we shouldn't have done that." I don't think they realized the kind of what would happen from it. I don't think they realized what they were doing, and they didn't realize what would happen from doing it.
I'll give them some leeway. I feel like they knew what they were doing. They just didn't expect the backlash to be what it was.
Yeah, there's that too. But come on, you've got to know, like, if you're doing South Africa Love Island and there's no black people in it, people are going to say something about it.
The thing is, as well, the thing I'll say is, I think the problem is that it got out of South Africa. I feel like had that just stayed a local show that was on a local channel, like wherever, I'm sure there would have been backlash in South Africa, don't get me wrong, but just the way, like the whole Twitter storm with, obviously we're from the UK, we saw other people from the UK tweeting it, reposting it, all of this stuff. I think I saw some American accounts doing the same thing. So I think the problem is that it got a much larger, like, it got criticized from everywhere.
Yeah.
Whereas I think they may not have expected that. They may have only expected to get some people in South Africa shouting, and they could probably just deal with that, if that makes sense. But
I'm just thinking, because I don't know if it is with South Africa the same, but because obviously Love Island is the brand is, I'm guessing, is owned by ITV. That's what I was just trying to look up to see if the same with South Africa, because I know. So I was wondering if it would be ITV who's the ones actually doing the show. Yeah. And then obviously they should know better, because they've done enough seasons already to know that they can't do a show with all one type of person. If they're trying to reach out to a majority audience, you would want to mix up and who you're putting in it, really.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. I think I'm looking at an article at the moment, and I think it's with. I think it's with a channel called DSTV in South Africa.
Okay.
I'm not seeing anything about ITV, but I think you're right. There is an ITV property, but maybe they just like licensed the idea or something. But again, also, I wouldn't necessarily be surprised, because a lot of companies are shady. Like, they'll do one thing one way in one country, and then in another country where they might be able to get away with different things, they'll try and get away with different things.
That's true.
So I wouldn't necessarily put it past ITV if they were involved, but obviously, of course, I don't know that. So that's a good. Just me being a cynic.
I think you're not far off the mark, probably, with that one, though.
but they are basically saying, but the DSTV and everything are basically saying that there will be more representation as the series goes on, with But I feel like then at that point, it would just needs to be just basically almost all black people coming in. And especially because, like, I know I've only watched like one season of Love Island. So take what I'm saying with a pinch of salt. I know, Bez, you've seen more. But the one season that I saw, the original people were kind of just in control the entire time. Like, once new people came in, like, the new people have to adjust to kind of the environment that the original people have set.
Yeah.
And a lot of times it was hard for the newer people to penetrate into, like, there were so many cases of like someone coming in and then being there for like a couple of nights and then
getting evicted,
because they couldn't penetrate what was going on. Whereas most of the original people were able to, like, they formed their relationship, they formed their bonds, they've set it's kind of like setting a culture, isn't it? So they've set the culture of how it's going to go. And people are coming in trying to like infiltrate that. And I think, I mean, I'm sure both of you know, as a black person trying to infiltrate a culture that's been set by a group of white people is not always the easiest thing to do.
But the thing is with Love Island, though, so from what I've seen, I feel like because of how the show works is you go in, you partner up with someone, then you either friends with them or you're making a love connection with them, and then someone else comes in, has to then try, and obviously there's a certain number of people, so they have to then try and pair up with somewhat the same person. So like if I'm paired up with this girl, then you come in, you like the girl as well. So then me and you're both fighting for the girl, but then that girl might pick me because she's known me for a week longer and she's still it's rather than having to kind of adjust to the culture, it's having to find someone and steal this person off them. So and when you're already with someone for a bit longer, that makes it more difficult, I think.
Exactly, as well. Yeah, that's a good point.
It's not fair to bring in other people. Really, it's not as fair for them because they've got to come in. They have like 3 days, let's say, to try and split up a ratio that's been working for 3-4 weeks and try and get themselves taken to be on the show for the rest of it. And it's not really fair on them.
Yeah, and I mean, I feel like just to like pivot away from the whole South Africa thing, I feel like Love Island has been quite problematic even in the UK. Like, obviously you had the whole Yewande thing the other day, and then
is it still going on here, or has it stopped?
They confirmed that there's another season coming this year, actually.
Oh, okay.
But it's like, from what I've seen Love Island anyway, they're slowly like, so even like English Love Island, there's not really been like, so I think the first season I watched, there was Marcel from Blazing Squad in it, and he was like, I think one of two black people.
Are you serious?
Yeah, he was in it in that season.
Okay.
And he was, and then the girl in Montana, she wasn't even black. She's like black mix of Japanese or something. So she wasn't even like black. She was mixed race. Yeah. So there was like two black people. Then they obviously brought more in later, but then it starts off with like two black people. Then in the next season, I think had again 1 or 2 black people. That was Yewande's season. So again, only 1 or 2 black people. I didn't watch the last season, but I think that one had maybe 2 or 3.
The last one had, I remember the police officer Mike.
Yeah.
And
there was a girl who was like, he's
and there was a girl. And she got the ick. It was
that one.
That's the season that I was watching for a bit, and I think another black guy came in as well.
Yeah,
and I think that was it pretty much.
So so they don't really, even in the UK one, they don't really put that many black people in it either.
But in the UK one, I can understand it because the UK is a majority white nation.
True,
but I just think it just says a lot about South Africa as a country and a lot that needs to happen. But I feel like my problem with Love Island in the UK is that obviously it gets covered like in the news and all of this stuff, and like and just generally I feel like I've seen just a lot of things about like the black contestants that just generally you wouldn't see about the other contestants, and it's just like it's tiring. But like I think Yewande is obviously the perfect one because I think she probably had it the hardest because I just remember even from before, obviously the other day with the whole bullying thing that happened. Like I feel like when she was in the island, and then I just remember seeing like articles about what was going on, and it was like talk about how she's aggressive or this, that, the other thing. I'm like, I was like, I don't even need to watch the show to. I know she's probably not being aggressive. Like,
Yeah.
but it's just obviously the tropes and the stereotypes and stuff like that that's just being thrown around. So,
But then I remember even when that, I don't know if it was even that season or the one after. It might have been that season actually. So there was a video that came out from some of the ex-contestants, I think it was, or some of the guys who were on the show but got kicked off that season. And they did a video like saying like, "Oh, who would you pick off this current lineup?" And then they were all like kind of like, "Oh, I can't remember any of their names, but it's like Sarah, Stacey." They're like, "Oh, what about you? You undo?" Whatever. They're like kind of taking the piss out of her name. They're all like laughing and joking about it. So it's kind of even like that, where it was. I don't know if that made news or not, but I saw it on Twitter and everyone was like, "Nah."
Yeah, man. UK's finished. But yeah, like that sort of stuff is what I'm saying. Like, so even in the UK, obviously, but it's just like the dynamics of the cast. Like, for example, if the UK ever tried to do a Love Island, can you imagine? Right, just in the UK, it's majority white, right?
Mm-hmm.
As opposed to South Africa, that was majority black. Imagine the UK did a Love Island that had the initial, however many go in, the initial 8 or however many it was, all black and Asian people. No white people.
It wouldn't run.
Can you imagine?
What happened when a Sainsbury's advert had black people in it? Imagine having a whole show full of black people.
And imagine, one, the viewership numbers would tank.
Mm-hmm.
Like people were boycotting this. We ain't having this.
I'd watch it. It'd gain a viewer.
I would as well.
The thing is, if they did do something like that, you know how like dramatic and kind of it wouldn't be like Love Island. It would be like they would make it so like kind of it'll make black people look really bad. I think the way they edit it and film and like there'll be fights in it. Like obviously there's fights in Love Island, but there'll be more fights. It'll be like just aggressiveness, like just guys acting like mad aggressive on girls and stuff like that. I just think it'd be like awkward.
It'd be like their it's like they would make that so that they never have to do it ever again. They're like, look at this. This is how people act.
Point. Yeah, exactly. Like, this is why we can't add all black people. Look how it goes.
Yeah, they'll just sneak a gun into the villa. Man.
You know what I mean? Someone gets stabbed or like, get shot or something.
Yeah. But like, but people would melt down.
It would not go down well at all.
Like, it would just like you said, the Sainsbury's advert for the other day is just perfect. Like, this is I feel like a minority in my own country, mate. Oh man,
I'd watch it.
I would watch it as well. Like I feel like, for example, I don't know if you lot do this, but more time when I watch like a game show or something and there's only like 1 or 2 black people in it, I will choose one of them or the only one, and I would just root for that person because I'm like, cool.
Yeah,
like, just naturally, like until they do something to piss me off.
Yeah,
like you're my guy until you annoy me. Baby. You're my guy until you annoy me.
Yeah, and I do that as well. To be fair.
Like when Mike and when I was watching Love Island, I stopped watching when Mike and the girl who said that she gave him the ick, when they broke up. I was like, I'm done, man. I was rooting for you two, and you two decided to fall off.
That Jada and Will love, that real love.
Yes, I was done. But yeah, man, it's just so funny to me how these things happen in this world that we live in, man. This world that we live in is just so fucked.
I was thinking that earlier. I'm thinking like it's mad that how countries are or how people are just because like of the color of their skin. Like so, because even like you look at like, Asian countries as well. Like I think like, Japan is meant to be really racist and China is meant to be really racist. And it's like why did no one like black people? What have we done that people dislike you for, sort of thing? Like
I feel like them places, it's like Japan, China, Asian countries and that, they are how they are because they've never been around black people too much. Like white people are a big problem because they're around us all the time and choose to just do bad, just be crazy about it. But like those countries, they have been a long time without any like foreigners or whatnot, and then people come to do what they do, and then they're just like, all foreigners, you're garbage. And then
But
Like,
they don't have a problem with all foreigners though. I think, and I just think part of it is just socialization and conditioning because white people don't have a problem in Japan and China and these places.
I feel
Not
like
to the. I don't think it's to the same extent. Of course, you have.
Did you not see the video? I don't know if it was real or not, but the guy with the mask on, and he had he tapped the Japanese woman on the shoulder. She turned around and she looked at him like, "What the hell's wrong with you?" Lifted his mask to be the black man, and she got scared. Like,
yeah, that video killed me.
The video was hilarious.
Yeah, that video killed me because it was like, I'm trying to scare you with the mask, and you're just unfazed, and then I take the mask off and you get scared. Behind the mask. Yeah, that video. Yeah, killed me. Absolutely killed me. And I don't know if it was, like you said, I don't know if it was real or not, but I actually wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised. That's what I was thinking. Like, I saw it like, this can't be real, but it might actually be. There's a strong chance it actually is real as well.
And I feel like an issue in those countries as well is that like with like TV that's gone over there portraying black people in a certain type of way and like how I don't know. I feel like it's weird.
Yeah. No, but I feel
like the main issue is white people. I feel like the cause of like other countries being racist towards black people is white people.
You're right about that because you're 100% right about that because it's a lot of it is to do with obviously colonization and stuff like that. So like for example, India they have problems with white people and they're very colorist over there and things like that. So like darker Indians get treated worse and whatever. But that's all because of what happened when England went over there or Britain went over there and did what they did over there. And China is probably the same. And it's, man. And then like you say, come with all the media and things that go over there that's being made in Western countries like America or whatever, that go over there portraying black people in a certain way. Like, you're 100% correct, I think, in saying that like the cause is white supremacy, so to speak. And I think that's a lot of what people like these countries have a problem that they have with black people as well, is they want to distance themselves from black people in order to be closer to white people because of, white supremacy. So
it's weird though that like, so because like you said about like India, and because I think it's the same in like Colombia and Brazil and them kind of countries where darker skinned people get treated worse. And it's like you're still the same. It's like you're not even like black African or black Caribbean or anything like that. You're Brazilian, just darker toned, and you get treated differently. Or Sri Lankan people who are darker toned. It's like it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, right. Brazil is trying to take the crown as well from South Africa. I said South Africa is probably the worst country for being majority black that's anti-black at the same time. I think Brazil is almost there as well. Because I think people don't even people forget that Brazil is even a majority black country. Like people don't even clock that's even a thing because of what you see coming out of Brazil, like the president and the leadership and all of that, like and their famous people and all this that you see coming out of out of Brazil. And then considering when you go to the country and you look around, it's like, rah, you lot all black, damn. It's crazy. But yeah, man, this world has got a long way to go, man. Probably not going to see the end of it in our lifetime, but
maybe one day there will be an end to it.
I know. Hopefully we can make some steps, man. Boy, it's peak. That was kind of a heavy conversation to start off with, too, man. I wasn't expecting it to get so deep.
Yeah, I know. We started from the highs of Ghana Independence Day, and then how Africa is just a mess. Well, South Africa anyway. West Africa's good. Shout out Ghana.
West Africa's alright. It's alright. I mean, one thing I probably would say about West Africa is they don't have a major anti-blackness problem. Just a small one. Not a major one. Because one thing about West African countries, not to diss them on Ghana Independence Day, but generally sometimes they have a bit of an inferiority complex, which is not a great thing to have.
Yeah, that's true.
Which is not great. But yeah, Moving on. Did you guys? Oh yeah, we were talking about Love Island. Did you guys see? I saw a tweet on Twitter the other day. It was about
A tweet on Twitter. Where else, Ellie? Where else?
You can see a tweet on the internet. On like
Anywhere,
they have like
yeah.
they put tweets on Daily Mail and stuff.
Exactly, my guy. What do you mean? Just trying to be smart. Not that smart. Yeah, I saw a tweet. And it was basically a reply to someone put out like worst first link experiences. And this girl replied saying that this dude picked her up. And he was high, which is one thing, depending on how you feel. But then B, they ended up getting into a high-speed car chase with the police because the car was stolen. Did you see that?
No, I didn't see that. Oh my god!
But, bruv, can you imagine what?
That's hilarious. That's a problem for her. I feel sorry for her. That's hilarious.
What do you even do? What do you even do at that point? Like you're screwed.
You're just gonna be screaming, pull over!
Oh my god! Because no matter what you say, the police are gonna think you're complicit. So I just met this guy. I promise. Come on now. Come on now. This is literally the first time we've met.
He's gonna be call you an accomplice. I bet you picked the locks.
Exactly. you distracted the owner while he was stealing the car, didn't you? And definitely, yeah. Now, that's crazy. Could you imagine? Like you went on a date with a girl. She's driving you home, and the next thing you know, police chasing you, and she doesn't pull over.
No, I've got to go on the bounce. I'm sorry, like the car is stolen. Like, wow.
That's so crazy.
Why would you bring a stolen car to? Like, I get it. Maybe you want to flex or something. But
yeah,
still,
obviously. For my first date, you went to stunt on her, pull up in a Rolls Royce or something.
Nah, man, that's actually insane. Though you can't be doing that.
They didn't watch Queen and Slim, obviously, because that's like
he was trying to make it like you got my ride or die. Actually, that's funny. I saw another tweet, same thing. The guy brought a gun to the date and told her to put it in the purse to see if she'll be his ride or die.
Oh my god. What's wrong with you? And the first date?
That's the first date.
First link.
Wow, that's crazy.
He was like, before we go any further, will you hold my gun? Like, imagine being on a date with someone and literally like you're laughing, you're joking, you're having a good time, like you're eating, like you're cracking up, you're getting to know each other better, and the person's just like, yeah, no, I'm gonna let you finish, but just hold this gun for me real quick.
Oh my god. They will be over then, and they're like, nah, pineapples, this is too much for me, I'm out, I'm done.
Police.
I thought the biggest difficulty on the first date was whether you're going to pay or do halves or not, and then there's people getting police chases and guns given to them and all sorts. Oh my god!
Real life. I mean, criminals have to get dates too, I guess.
That's true. But you'd think that he wouldn't decide to carry the gun with him at the time, but I guess he's got to keep himself protected at all times. So
gotta stay protected at all times, and like I guess, and to be fair, you know, if I was a Langman that had a gun on me, I would probably be like, you know what? If I'm gonna be serious with this girl, like we may as well get it.
Know from now.
Just know from the drop. Like this is what the situation is, and you know what? I may need you to look after some things for me. So if the feds come, I might need to slip you a thing in it. There we go. You need to know that from now. Like you need to know.
That's
that from now.
brave. That is very because what if she's a knock? And next, you know, the police are coming over and arresting you for having a gun on you.
Mate, you fucked up. You just tried to give the police a gun. To be fair, you're meant to give the police your guns. You're meant to hand them over.
That's true. Well, they don't have like the boxes, or you actually have to hand them into. I thought they had like the secret boxes. I know they have the knife one. You got to put the knives in.
No punishment. Just
yeah,
get it off the street. Them ones.
You know what? I saw that I didn't see the tweet you mentioned, but I saw the thread. And wasn't the one that started, the girl said that the guy pulled out a condom within the first 5 minutes or something.
Yeah.
It was like,
I saw that. He said, "Where's it happening? Where is it happening?"
yep. And just let you know, this is how it's going down.
This is happening.
Yeah.
Just tell me where. Where are we doing this? It's crazy.
Yeah. Man said, just hoof it out there for a girl to run in behind.
he thought he was in the box when he was on that first date. He thought, yep, this is an easy chance, easy tap in. He didn't realize that there was a whole line of defense still in the middle.
Hey man, like
That's confidence, though.
He tried to do the naked man, isn't it? That's a different version. That's literally it. Just a different version. Mate.
That is literally it. That's basically a naked man. That
I was like,
yeah, okay.
I was like, yeah, no, like, I get it though. He was like, we both know where this is headed, so we may as well just fast forward, man.
No, I don't get it. On the first date, you don't know where this. We don't know where this is headed. We don't. We really don't. Like, it could be 10 minutes in and we don't even like each other. So
this is true. Maybe he doesn't want to run that risk. Then you say, you know what? Let's not run that risk.
Let's get out of the way first, and then we can get to the other stuff.
Yeah. Nah. Would either of you ever do that? Would you ever try it?
No.
Nah.
There's is thinking about that way too long.
I was shocked. I'm like thinking like, at first I was like, no. Then I'm like, would it work? As you said, the naked man worked.
Yep, 2 out of 3 times.
Exactly. So
2 out of 3 times, mate. 2 out of 3 times. That's jokes. I would definitely no. I'm more likely to try the naked man than I have to do it. Because I'm just imagining that they're out in public and everything. Imagine that.
That's so wrong. You're sitting at a restaurant and then you just
slap it on the table.
Like, you activated my trap card. Right.
Condom activates when it says hi.
Oh man, that's jokes.
Oh my god. Nah, that's crazy. Yeah. That is crazy. I couldn't even imagine having the confidence to do that.
Yeah, like, that's mad confidence.
That's them ones where you just have no respect for the other person as
not at all.
Like, yeah, nah. Like, I don't even think I would even do. Like, if I was ever to like try to do things with a prostitute, I don't even think I'd even do it like that. I still need to. Like,
I'm waiting for you to pull out because I'm not sure.
Like, how does this work? Like, I'm not just like, damn. So where's it happening? Like, nah, you talk me through it. Like, help me. Let's go through the steps.
I'm not used to this. Walk me through this because I don't know where this goes. Like, do I just pull it out now, or do we get dinner? Do we get drinks? How does this work?
How does this work? But yeah, nah, man did the Archer thing. He said, so what do we do? We just go to
I would love to be a fly on the wall and see that reaction. Like, just to see what she did.
Because she must have been like, you can't even process that quickly, I don't think. She must have been so taken aback.
That's the thing. Like, would you just flip the table or just be shocked or laugh it off like that?
Just drink in the face.
Who do you think I am?
Oh, mate. So have you got any horror first date stories?
Any horror first date stories?
Because whenever I see these things on Twitter, I'm always like, I live a totally different life to you people. Because
I feel like I'm the same, yeah.
I'll be scrolling through and I'll just be like, absolutely not. So all of these, no way. And I wouldn't be tweeting. If this happened, I wouldn't be tweeting about it. But like, just in general, absolutely not. Like, no way.
No, literally, I can't. I don't. I can't think of any that like. I can't imagine anything like it happening. Like they don't. It's normally just normal.
It's just been calm. Like my bad first links or first dates for me is to have the worst thing is that she's probably been late, and or we just haven't clicked like that.
Yeah,
those are the two things, like lateness or
it's just a bit awkward.
We had a meal or whatever we were doing, and the vibes weren't quite there, so we just went our separate ways and never spoke again or whatever. Like, yeah, like that's it for me.
Yeah, nice. I haven't got anything close to any of these stories that you see on Twitter. I always feel like that when I see tweets, like I'm just like, you see somewhere like we live the same life, and then you see others and be like, no, we definitely do not live the same life because you might live in some crazy lives. I don't know how you get into them scenarios.
Yeah, like I'm like, because I have to assume that like they were texting beforehand or whatever.
Yeah, I hope so. If he was that confident.
But like, did you not give any inkling that like he was just trying to beat like beforehand? Probably not.
Probably not. Men are trash.
But I feel like if you're gonna do it within 5 minutes, you could probably text them this beforehand.
5 minutes is honestly, very confident that you are in there. Like to do, I don't know if it was in a restaurant as well. That's mad awkward. Like, what if the waiter is like walking past, you see the bad like, can I get your drink? Oh, well.
It's like, man, this is mad racist, but do you remember that the Italian man goes to Malta?
Yeah.
So it's just the way the guy's like, you better not fucking the table, you son of a
literally, that's what it's like.
Yeah, hey, you better not fuck on the table, you son of a bitch.
No, I wanna fuck. I wanna fuck on the table.
Man, yeah.
But
mad problematic. You guys, can't even play those kind of things these days. But yeah.
Oh man, when we were younger, it was a different time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. When we were younger, it was a different time. You get away with things like that.
Oh man, but yeah, and like, I think Bez, you sent another thing.
Yes, this is like the opposite of what we said, because we're talking about first dates. Now it's just like breaking up. So it's like there was, so basically a girl was saying that her man, I think it might have been a guy saying that his girl or ex-girl slept with someone else like 2 weeks later after they'd broken up. Yeah, so they broke up and then slept with someone else 2 weeks later after breaking up, and then the girl was saying, "Is it cheating?" So what are your thoughts on that?
The answer is just no. There's
no, I don't even know how that is a question. It's obviously no.
So the answer is obviously no, but I think the point is 2 weeks is quick.
Yeah,
I think people are saying 2 weeks is rapid to be like
very, very quick
with someone else. And
I think depending on the circumstance of the relationship, it makes it, although it's not cheating, but it makes it techie. Whereas because I think it's like, like, I think what you were about to say, sorry, before I cut you off, was this guy around beforehand? Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, sorry, like, but yeah, like literally, it's like that's the techie part of it. Like, was this guy hanging around just waiting for his moment? Like,
yeah, this is that guy who, no, he's just my friend. Should we just chat?
Yeah, we're like, bro, he's my brother. Like, was it that guy? Because like, if it's just like went out, got drunk, had a one night stand, like you can, I was upset, had a one night stand kind of thing. You can kind of like whatever. But if it's like maybe like the guy, we broke up because you're always with this guy. Like, I can't deal with it anymore. We break up and then you sleep with him 2 weeks later. That's techie.
That is It's not cheating, but there's an issue.
I feel like the ex has a right to feel a way about it.
Yeah.
But I don't think he should confront her or anything like that, because it's over. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Like, with the life. but I kind of understand if he was upset.
Yeah.
By that.
Yeah, you can't say anything to the person because they've done anything wrong, really. But you can, in your head,
you can kind of be like, see, this is exactly what I was talking about. But no, you shouldn't. I don't think you should be going back.
That's just one of them ones where you just gotta get off your chest and you just gotta lay it into them, try and find the answers. But for like them ones, you just need to just leave it, get out.
Just need to, I think them ones, you just need to go on. You need to talk to your friends, your family about that, and just. It's unfortunate, but
But how would you even find out about that? Like, how would you even find out about that?
How do people find out?
It could be like they want to date together and your friend saw them, or like she posted a picture of him on Instagram or something in the bedroom, and you're just like, why are they chilling in her bedroom, sort of thing? Like, you don't know they slept together, but you can guess, sort of thing.
You could put 2 and 2 together.
So it's just mad awkward. But I saw that. It made me laugh because I was like, it's not cheating, but if like obviously if you're not with the person for very long, then it's even less like it wouldn't even take that long to get over them, sort of thing. So although 2 weeks is quick, if you were together for like, let's say, a couple months, then 2 weeks is quick, but it's like you could get over them quicker, sort of thing. But if it's like a 3-4 year relationship, 2 weeks later you're sleeping with someone else, then it's like really like that. Or you're married to each other, engaged or something, then it's like, wow, really? Like it only took 2 weeks to get over me, yeah? Okay, cool. Is that how it is?
So are you saying you would feel the type of way if like if say you were with someone for a long time and then you broke up with them and you broke up with them, mind you, and then they got in a relationship with someone else. Let's not even say sleeping with, but they got in a relationship with someone else like 2 weeks later.
Got in a relationship with someone else.
So, or maybe not even a relationship. Let's say they were dating.
So I go on Facebook and I see in a relationship with this person's name. In a relationship with this person. Yeah, I'm gonna be pissed.
let's not even say like in a relationship, but let's say
they're dating. Yeah. Now,
literally, you break up with her Friday the 7th, and Friday the 21st, she's on a date with the next man.
I don't know. I feel like I would feel some type of way, but I don't know. You can't because you broke up with them, so you can't really. But the fact that you broke up with them should mean that it should be a bit harder for them to get over you.
That's why I was asking the question. That's why I was asking the question the way I did, because I was like, it's one of them ones like where people are unreasonable as human beings. So like 100% you'll break up with someone 100%, but you'll still like. You'll be like, I'm done with you. I don't want to be with you anymore. But you're not allowed to be with me for this time period. Like until I've completely gotten out of like my relationship state, you're not allowed to be with anyone else.
Yeah.
Or I need to get in a relationship with someone else first.
That's the thing, because if you break up with someone, like obviously for you to break up with them, it must have been it's not going to be a quick thing. It's going to be like you've been out of it for a couple of weeks now, a couple of months, whatever, and you finally decide to bite the bullet and break up with them. But then unless they were in the same kind of mindset, so they had like for the last 2 months they've been also wanting to break up with you, sort of thing, then it's like but then if they get someone 2 weeks later, then you're going to be like, they must have been waiting for me to be the one to break up with them rather than you're like
them ones where the person's too shook to break up with you.
And then you're just trying to
all kinds of madness to try and force it.
try and get yourself dumped. You're just acting a dickhead to try and get yourself dumped. But so if like, and then if you break up with them like out of the blue and they're just like, they're shocked 2 weeks later, they should not be on the date with someone else, man. I would be a little bit like, I'll be a little bit taken back. I would have to do the little like
excuse me. Yeah. Oh, actually, I was talking to a friend of mine the other day. Let me not bait up who this is, but I was talking to a friend of mine the other day, and we were talking about when you get married to someone. Say you were marrying someone who was rich, and say you were marrying them either entirely or mostly for the money. Would you tell them? So say Bez, you were talking about Rihanna the other day. So say Rihanna comes along, and say for some reason she's not as buff as she currently is. So you're not all that attracted to her physically.
Yeah.
And like you talk to her and you don't like talking to her. For whatever reason, she's not a nice person.
Oh man,
But
real life Rihanna sounds like a drag.
but she's still obviously
Minted.
Queen Riri, Fenty, all of that, balling out, and she's very interested in you. Do you be honest with her and say, do you know what, like, or maybe it's not even as harsh as that. Maybe it's not. Maybe she's decent looking, but she's not. You know, you're not thinking she's the baddest, and you kind of get along alright, but it's not. She doesn't give you butterflies when you talk to her.
I don't want to marry her, sort of thing. Like we're cool and stuff, but I don't want to marry her.
Like she's mandem basically.
Yeah.
But she's wealthy, and you're just like, do you know what? Let me secure the bag. But are you honest with her and say, I'll marry you, but the reason I'm doing this is because
I want your money.
You're very, very rich. And it's not I want your money, you're very, very rich. And like the lifestyle that you'll be able to help me live, I'm looking for that lifestyle, the money. Or do you kind of just let her go along with the maybe the false notion that you're like attracted to her and you really like her, all these things?
Well, if in that scenario, I'm a bit of a douchebag. I'm marrying someone for their money, so I'm not telling them. I'm not telling them, no chance. Because then, if I tell you, oh, I'm not really feeling you like that, but you're rich, and so the lifestyle's great. Then they're probably not going to want to marry me. They're going to want to break up with me. They're not going to want to chill with me anymore. Like we're not going to be friends anymore, basically. So it's
believe in your yay, my guy. She might want that eye candy or not.
There's no point in being in marriage then. It's just like you're just married to your best married. You're married to someone, not even your best friend. You're married to someone.
The trophy husband
for show. I guess, but nah, I wouldn't. I don't think I would.
Cam, what are you saying?
I feel like I wouldn't, because it's just complicating it. You don't need to. Like, you can just live the life and do what you're doing, and then you just don't tell them, and they don't, like, if they don't know, it's not going to hurt them, but if they do know, it may hurt them. So
isn't marriage meant to be like this whole thing where you're like partners and you're honest with each other? Man. I'm just like, man didn't even let me finish my sentence.
Stop right there, boy. Hey, that ain't it. Wait, just sit back there. That ain't it.
I feel like marriage is stupid. Like that, I don't get the point of, in this day and age. I don't get the point of marriage. Like, it's if you're marrying someone for love, then you don't really need to marry them. Like, but if it's in any other situation, then whatever, do what you're doing.
You need to. I think people always say this: you don't need to marry them. You don't need to marry them. You don't need to marry them. You don't need to have a wedding. That part I 100% agree with. That all of that, like the wedding, all of that is it's just for the fun of it. But the actual marriage is very, very useful in terms of just life in general. Having someone that's actually your partner. I get what you're saying. I feel like you're saying you don't need to have the whole wedding and everyone knows you're married now. I get that. But the actual marriage of it, you do need, and that's why for this question, I think it's important that you're getting married, because there's a big difference to being the boyfriend or girlfriend of someone rich and being the husband or wife of someone rich. Like, there's a big difference in the eyes of the law and things like that. So,
but is she going to make me sign a prenup as well then? Because like, if I'm telling her that I'm marrying you for money,
but that's you don't know.
But that's what I'm saying. So if I'm telling her though, then of course she will. Because then I might just divorce her again like a year later and just take half her money.
She might not.
She might not.
You might not.
She's dumb. She's dumb if she like.
Maybe.
You might say, look, all right, cool. You might go to her and be like, look, I'm gonna be honest, right? I want to marry you because you're loaded. Now, I'm willing to be in this marriage with you as long as you finance my lifestyle. Then why would you divorce her? Like, prenup?
Because I don't like her.
All right, so maybe
when it's
maybe
someone you
I
don't, when you no, but
Sorry.
even no, but I'm saying like even when it's like so because you obviously want to you're married. Marriage is for life, remember. So you're marrying this person and gonna be with her for the rest of your life. But if it's someone I'm just marrying just for her money, I don't like her like that, and I'm gonna either cheat on her all the time, or just not be there, not be present. Even when I'm with her, I'm not gonna be present mentally. I'm gonna be there, but not there, sort of thing.
So yeah, now maybe I oversold how much you don't like her, but like, say it's like just think of a female friend that you have that she's a friend of yours. You probably think she's probably like decently looking or good looking or whatever, but like you've got no interest of actually being with her, kind of thing.
Yeah. Still though, because it's like obviously I would want someone who I'm going to be with, not just someone who's going to be in the room with me while I'm upstairs and she's downstairs.
Okay, so this is you telling me that you wouldn't get married for money, then basically.
Well, yeah, but I'm not. But I'm saying if I did, I wouldn't tell because then at least because at least she's gonna get like kind of.
No, because I think the problem there is for me. By the way, I think I would tell. I think I would say, I would be straight up, and if that messes up my plan, then it messes up my plan. Because for me, the problem is, I feel like I think it will just become apparent at some point. It would become apparent that I'm only there for the money. So whether that's 15 years down the line, we're in therapy, and I just say, you know, I only married you because of money. Like, whether it's that or whether it's like we're married and it's a year in, and maybe I'm like trying to avoid her because like she's all lovey-dovey and I'm not involved in that, whatever. Like, I feel like at some point it will come out, and when it comes out that way, it's just more stress than if I just say straight up, like, look, this is what it is. Take it or leave it.
And then she's leaving it, and then you've lost out anyway.
She might leave it. Then I go away for 6 months, and then I come back on the future. Do you know what we had was really special?
Men are trash.
you know, I just been thinking, man. Like, I thought it was just the money, but you know, I feel that connection. I feel like you're my soulmate.
I miss you,
baby. Yeah, just try finesse it.
Oh my days.
But yeah, no, I feel like I would say. I feel like it's kind of. I feel like it's deep tied as well.
It is. No,
I feel like it's deep either way.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're in a bit of a douchebag scenario either way because you're marrying someone just for the money. So if you tell them,
if she doesn't find out, then you're fine, and she's happy, you're happy.
It's just a job. Then you're just working. You're hustling.
The only way it's painful for either of you is if she finds out, and if you tell her, then you're not even getting into her pain. You're actively causing her pain. If she finds out by herself, then whatever.
You don't know that.
She divorces you, and then you take off her money.
You don't know that she doesn't. She might be like, you know,
that's a risk. It's a risk, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Of course, it's a risk, but everything in life is a risk.
It's a risk you don't have to take.
It's risk free if she loves you and you don't love her.
No, but what if you say like, you know, them ones where it's like these political like TV shows where you have like the husband and wife that are married like purely for politics reasons, right?
Yeah.
And then they have like their deals where they have like basically an open marriage, but like don't embarrass me. Them ones. Whereas like you could do what you want, just make sure the press doesn't find out. Kind of vibes. Maybe you can like work out some kind of agreement like that.
You know how hard that would be to do though. Like if you're let's say it is Rihanna, you're dating Rihanna, you gotta get all these any girl you do anything with got to sign an NDA before because if she does it and let's say you do something, you get drunk one night, sleep with a girl. Next thing you know, pictures of you and her are up on Instagram and up on Twitter, and then Rihanna's husband is now cheating on her, and it's like, and then you can't even come out and say like, oh, what's the word again? What is it? Platonically together.
Oh, platonic.
Yeah, we're together, but we're platonic. We're not in a relationship like that. So I don't think that would work.
Will and Jada are making it work.
Is it working? Is it working? Have you seen Will Smith's face in that video? Is it really working?
Nah, it's so funny because I think a lot of people think their marriage is just a marriage of convenience at this point.
It is, isn't it? It probably is anyway.
That whole entanglement
That
thing.
interview was so
it was
awkward.
like, you embarrassed me. She was like, Jay, we had one rule. Don't embarrass me.
You did it first. He's like, bad marriages for life. And they spotted over it like, oh my God, what the hell am I watching?
That interview was funny because I'm like, imagine sitting there being like, listen to your wife being like, oh, I had an entanglement with a guy that's half my age. Can you imagine?
Oh,
nah.
Stress, man.
And Will Smith had pain. He couldn't even hide it. He was in pain.
I don't know if either of you seen Brooklyn Nine-Nine, but when Captain Holt is like just pain, like that was the level of pain. It was like take pain and make it like 10 syllables. Like that was pain.
Oh man. Yeah, I don't think I could tell. I would have to keep it stum. Keep it stum. Just be a douchebag throughout and just pretend. Work the system. Get my money. And then then if she finds out and wants a divorce, cool. I'll take my money and go.
So, okay. So how about this? then? I don't know why I've gone deep into this scenario. So imagine you're marrying her for the money, right?
Yeah.
But then she presents you with a prenup before you get married. Do you then tell her, actually, I'm only in this for the money? So, for example, say, like, you can imagine while you're married to her and stuff like this, that you'll probably be nice. Like, she will probably pay for the house, probably like take you to nice places, buy you nice things. You'll probably be okay, right?
Yeah.
But now she's handing you a prenup, and now you know that I'm getting into this marriage. I don't even really like this woman. And if she ends up not liking me in a year or 2 years, then I'm back to being broke. Or maybe not broke, just not as rich.
Not good, not nice like that.
Not nice like that. I need this lifestyle for life. Do you then tell her that, hey,
nope,
nah,
make it work. Make it work. I'll be better. I'll do it. And anytime she gets cheated, I'll do better. I want to be. You make me a better person.
Anytime she catches you cheating,
bro, I'm not telling because then. So
I can be a better man.
It could be a year down the line, and let's say she clocks me, and she's like, "You're just in it for the money," and then I end up becoming back to my pre-Rihanna life, or I tell her, and then from that day I'm back to my pre-Rihanna life because she's like, "I don't want someone who's with me just for my money." Kick rocks.
Okay.
So don't tell her lie.
Go down with the shit, man. Go down with the shit.
You know what I'm saying? That's when she clocks you, it's like, no, I love you, baby. And then you got to just keep like those guys in the Titanic. They played the violin till the end. You just got to play the violin till the end.
Go down with the shit.
You know what I'm saying?
I love it. Ah, man. But I think it's time we get into another song. Obviously we opened up with the Tis East track, I think. Let's get into the new AJ Tracey. Why not?
Let's go. Yeah. If you get my number, then don't hit me on no dumb shit. We on demon time, my little hitters make the pump click. I've been anxious lately, let me hit 2 on my blunt quick. I leave Nova covered, all these yatties wanna come with. I run this London town, gon' smoke, we double down. And we ain't running into trouble, we bring trouble round. I smash the radio, my rage is underground. I keep my shooters cool, and hold my mother down. I just heard Drake spit this flow like yesterday, it's crazy. Taxman on my back, he see my figures getting hazy. When I go Selfridges, the gal them treat me like I'm Swayze. I walk and take my offshore AP rose, they going brazy. My drink is super strong, I'm blessed, I can't be wrong. And now my niggas rap, I'm learning all their songs. We got the glizzy close, you think I'm lying to? When I'm outside approach, my broski flying too. AJ Tracey such a dickhead, all he do is boast. He been getting drunk like every day he raise a toast. I just wanted selfies but I couldn't get in close. When his niggas pull up, I swear them boys do the most. If you get my number, then don't hit me on.
And we're back. that was AJ Tracey, Anxious. Yeah, shout out to AJ Tracey on that one. What are you guys saying about that tune?
I'm feeling it. I like it.
Yeah, it's a little vibe.
I miss the old AJ.
And I hear that too, Cav. I hear that for real. Oh man, so we did say we were going to come in here and talk about Meghan Harry.
Meghan
Harry.
Harry.
The royals, mate. The royals. I'm guessing you both kind of seen what's been going on with them.
Yeah, I'm kind of clued on it.
A tad. So just to I mean, if you're like Cam that doesn't really follow the news, and just to fill in some of the listeners as well. Oprah, she put out or her network put out a clip that she did a sit down interview with Meghan Harry, kind of like, like those tell-all kind of like sit down interviews. And then in response to that, obviously the British press are going mad. They were basically saying, "Oh my god, for someone that for two people who want their privacy and all of this, their tell-all interviews is not very private, etc., which is just nonsense." Then there were reports that were coming out that were basically saying that Meghan Markle was accused of bullying some of the royal aides and stuff like that. Then they was like talking about her earrings from 3 years ago that she wore that was given to her by the Saudi Arabian prince who ordered the murder of a journalist, and apparently she wore them like 3 weeks or something after the journalist was murdered. It was all like, and it's just all these kind of reaches that are just kind of crazy.
They're just trying anything possible.
Yeah.
See if it sticks.
At the time of recording, obviously the tell-all interview has not been released yet. We've only seen the trailer. I think it's dropping tomorrow. Or
I think it's tomorrow as well.
Yeah, cool. So by the time you hear this, you probably may have had a chance to actually listen to the tell-all interview. But basically, my question to you guys is, why are the British press and some members of the British public so obsessed with Meghan Markle and Arry? Arry.
Either because she's black or because she's American. It's one of the two.
Probably both.
Yeah. They have like the obsession is crazy. Like the way they're just getting at her, like for everything. Because I don't know if you've not seen the picture. There's the picture where it's like got all the side to side photos. So it's got like when she was pregnant, she's holding her belly, and they're like Meghan rubbing her belly, which could lead to this, and then when it has Kate doing it, Kate Middleton cradles the royal heir, and it's like. And then the avocados where Kate had avocados during her pregnancy, and the royal avocados. Meghan wants avocados. Avocado shortage. It's like it's crazy.
Yeah, it was like avocado farming funds wars in third world countries.
Yeah,
that.
It's like, are you mad?
Cam, like I wish I was joking. Like I don't know if that was exactly it, but it was that kind of like. And I've seen the picture that Bez is talking about, and it was literally that ridiculous. So it was like, Kate would do one thing, like she'd wear something nice, and like people were like, "Oh, Kate Middleton, like she's so fashionable."
Yeah.
And then Meghan Markle would wear something nice, and he'd be like, "The British public don't like people who are too like British public are not interested in fashionistas. They want someone who follows the royal code and And like, oh my god, like it's actually ridiculous. Like it's so night and day.
And how they don't seem to even see it when it's like, even if it's put at you like that, like you can see it side by side what you said about Kate for the same thing and what you said about Meghan, and they still don't seem to address it or seem to have anything to, they just ignore it completely.
Like, and the part that gets me as well, they're always like, they do it that whole, she's the one wearing the pants in the relationship, she's gone in and she's mind controlled Harry, our prince, like she's gone in and she's put her voodoo spell on him. I was like, oh my god, Harry doesn't like you people. Like he's never liked
He's never been a fan.
Like, like, and that's the thing that I've seen a lot on Twitter as well recently, is people like pulling up like
Yeah, I saw that.
old
as
like
well.
interviews from him and just different things of him interacting with the press.
I love it. I loved it. It was so good.
Like, yeah, like people like, oh, you having a good time, Harry? Not with you.
Having a good day, Harry? I will once I'm past you lot. He's like, it's so good.
Yeah, he's not here for it, and who could blame him considering obviously the stuff with his mother. And
Yeah.
And yeah, like, and it just makes, and it literally just makes sense because it just looks like the same things that's kind of happening to his mother, Princess Diana, who was obviously vilified by the press as well. He was like, not my wife.
Yeah.
Not my wife. He was like, I've seen you did this to my mum. You're not doing it to my wife as well. Peace out. Like, whatever. And do you know what? Yeah, I can't lie. I don't care about like the monarchy and the royal family and all that, but I kind of want to watch this Oprah Winfrey.
Yeah.
I'm kind of curious.
I don't really care either, but I'm gonna watch it. I don't think that I feel like it's being overly dramatized. I don't think they're not gonna say like any secrets or anything that's
No.
It's not like gonna be like the Queen's a lizard or something like that. It's not gonna be anything crazy. So I don't know what I feel like they're scared of what they might say, obviously, because it's tell-all interview. It sounds like it's going to be exposing the royal family, but it's not going to be anything like that, I don't think.
But I think, like, for example, in the I think in like the press release, I was reading, or like an article I was reading, I can't remember exactly what I was reading, but it basically said that, for example, Meghan was saying to Oprah how before the wedding, before she got married to Harry, Oprah wanted to do like a similar kind of interview with Meghan. And Meghan was saying that how she wasn't even allowed to even have the conversation because she had Oprah's team called her, and then she had to talk to like the people who kind of organize the royal stuff, and they were like, no. And Meghan was like, well, all right then, I guess not.
Yeah.
And then so she's basically talking about like all the protocols that she had that they had to go through and stuff like that, and how I guess liberating it is to be away from them, I guess, and stuff like that. So that will kind of be interesting to see. And they're obviously going to talk about the press and how they feel about the press. And I hope someone like just disrespects Piers Morgan on a epic level. Someone needs to drag him because he is obsessed.
It's actually scary. It's actually a bit scary how much he's going on it. And I actually liked Piers Morgan as well. He's a bit too much, but I've like found his tweets funny and found some of the stuff he puts out there kind of quite funny, and like especially when he was getting onto the government, I thought, yeah, good on you, Piers. Like, but now he's just seeming a bit crazy.
Piers is yeah, I hear what you're saying. For me, Piers has always been that guy that's like, what do they say? A wrong clock is right twice a day.
Yeah.
Piers has been that guy for me. Like 90% of the time, I'm like, you're an idiot, bro. And then, but then he'll have like Michael Gove or someone on the ropes on his show. I'm like, okay, fair enough. I don't know, he's back to being an idiot. So yeah. But
my favorite thing. Do you see the picture? The show, the Netflix show.
Yeah,
the picture of him behind Meghan Markle, like in the same way as Joe. That was the best thing that came out. A picture of me in tears.
Yeah, like because I swear, like she curved him or something.
Well, she didn't invite him to the wedding, and I saw an interview that he gave a while back where he was saying how he'd interviewed her and they were friends, and we can't wait for his invite, and then he's like, yeah, she'll invite me, I'm sure we're friends, she'll invite me, and then he obviously didn't get invited to the wedding, and then since then U-turn, she's destroying us, she's crazy. Have you
seen did you see the thread that the guy that plays Mike on Suits did?
Yeah, Mike Ross went in. He
was like, my friend is not the one. He was like, damn, play with someone else, my friend is not the one. I was like, yes, Mike.
Go on, Mike.
And I saw someone posted like, the thing where Harvey was like, that's what loyalty is.
Yeah, I saw that as well. You tell me, you come to me, that's what loyalty is. And then you see, Mike went in.
Yeah, he backed his friend. Yeah, I hear it. But for me, I'm just like, yeah, man, like these people, I don't understand how people could be so obsessed with the goings on of this family. Like, I feel like everything that people say that Meghan has done that's been so wrong. Like everything, I'm just like, so what? Like, she was meant to like wear this color at this event because that's what the royals do. Who cares, man? Who cares? Like, what does that even matter? Like, who cares?
Tradition, breaking tradition. It's so dumb. Like, the thing is as well, Harry is not he's not the guy who's been the normal prince. And he was in the army. He was like, he's not like what you see Prince Charles, Prince William. He's not like them. He
was in the army. He was in the army because he hated England.
Exactly.
Can you remember? Was that I don't like England? Like,
yeah.
Like, that's another thing that I saw on the like Twitter clips and stuff. But I was dying. I was like, no way he said this. With his chest, I like England. I was like, yeah, I'm prince of the country and all that, but I don't even like it.
Harry's like one of the lads. He's like, you can imagine him like going out of him, and he'd be getting the rounds in, he'd be whining a girl in the corner. Like he's one of them kind of. He's one of the lads. Like,
oh man,
like, I don't know if you saw as well. There was this thing that just made me laugh so much. There was a side by side of Prince William and Harry, and they just had like the difference. So they had Harry doing. Did you see this interview with James Corden the other day?
Mm-hmm,
so he did the obstacle course, and they had him crawling on the floor, climbing the rope and stuff like that. And then they cut it to Prince William, and he's walking along like a kind of like a beam, yeah. And he's like, whoa, and he got like 6 people around him making sure he doesn't fall. And he's there like, whoop, whoop, whoop. Like, can't even do that. And it's the way that the differences between the two is just crazy.
Yeah, future king, mate, future king. Oh my god, like. The monarchy is finished. It's so finished. Like I can believe it's still a thing, but I can't believe it's still a thing. Like it's absolutely ridiculous. And I just can't. Like, my thing is, I've always understood that it was a thing. I honestly thought that 99% of people didn't care.
No,
but this whole situation is making me realize that people actually really deeply care. Like, people take real pride in the royal family. And I am just confused.
I feel like it's a age thing, isn't it? Like the more and more like down in the generations we go, the less and less people will care about them. That's what I think anyway. Yeah. I remember when I was younger and like Prince. Oh yeah,
one of these things.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
What did you say?
I said it's one of these things. Look at the camera.
Oh yeah.
That's a good point. Yeah. I remember when I was younger, like I remember when Princess Diana died, and that was crazy. Like, because I didn't really care about the monarchy then either. But I remember when Princess Diana died, and that was like, it was everyone. Big thing, yeah, that was quite a big thing. But
I didn't even know that was a thing that happened until I was in my teens. Like, because obviously when it happened, I was too young, I assume, to even care or know about it. And then I didn't hear about it again until I was like old. So I'm just like, it's crazy.
Yeah, but yeah, I feel like we don't really follow it at all, sort of thing. Like it's not something that I don't personally take pride in any of it. I don't really care about it at all. So
nah, man, like they're just some random family, like literally doing random family things. Like, what do I care about them for? Like, damn.
What do they do for me? What do they do for me? Why should I care?
Honestly, I don't understand. Like, I was listening to the radio the other day, and you just had people on there just going off. Like, sometimes it just seems like they don't even know what they're angry about. They're just angry. Like, so they're just talking like, and a lot of it is like, she's coming and she's disrupted everything, and it's like, but how has she done that? What has she actually done that's been disruptive? Like, she tried to do everything the right way. She for what, 2 years, they actually tried to do like, and they tried to do everything the right way, but like the media was just every single thing. It was like,
that's the thing. I don't know how people can't see that she's just getting bullied. Like, it's like she's not done anything wrong, and they're still just coming at her for nothing. So Harry, it wasn't even Meg. It was Harry who took the decision to say like, let's leave the country and go move to LA because we can kind of get a bit of privacy there.
but people are just assuming, oh, she was in his ear. She was in his ear. I was like, how do you know? Were you in there?
I was
Like
there.
she might have been really prideful and been like, no, I'm gonna tough this out. And he was like, no, you're my wife. I'm gonna protect you. Like that's a very reasonable thing that could happen.
From his interview, like recently, it sounds like that's what the case was, because he said that I saw it happen with my mom. I'm not letting it happen to my wife, as you said earlier. Like he took her away from the situation, which is what Charles, you should have done, mate. You should have protected your wife as well.
Charles a punk.
Charles, he couldn't hack it. He was like, nope.
Didn't have the stones.
I'm going to be king one day, so I will stand by my mum.
I'll be king one day.
And that's what people say. Oh, she's distressing the queen. They're distressing the queen. Oh, who cares, man? Damn.
Well, Prince Philip's in hospital now, isn't it? And they're all trying to say they should push the airing of this interview until he's out of hospital. They shouldn't. How could they be releasing this when he's on his deathbed and he's very sick in hospital?
Oh, people.
Guy's like 700 years old, man. He's like he's dead already. Like.
Man's been dead.
Do you know what the thing is? The worst thing, man's been dead. Nah, that got me, Cam. That got me. Man's been dead. Oh, my days.
Looks like he's been dead for a good few years.
Nah, definitely. The animation jutsu, my guy.
You know what I'm saying? Got Orochimaru in the background, just keep working the system.
Oh man. What was I gonna say? Yeah, no, people are more concerned about what Meghan and Harry are doing, specifically Meg, than they are about the whole like Prince Andrew stuff and Jeffrey Epstein and etc. The fact that the USA are trying to see him, the USA want to lock him up, and like people are not concerned, they're not fussed.
Aren't the royal family hiding him or something? They're protecting him.
Yeah. Like the USA are like send him, and they're like, he's kind of Prince. And, but the USA are like, nah, we have some serious questions we want to ask this guy about literal like child trafficking, like sex trafficking.
Oh my God.
But
he's Prince, so we kind of can't do that.
Yeah, and do you know what? Fine. It's 100% wrong and it's 100% fucked up, but fine. But for me, the British public, if you're gonna be angry at Meghan and Harry, you 100% should be angry about that.
Yeah.
How could you not be?
How can you just be like
more? You should be levels of more,
way more angry. It's like, yeah, he's doing that. But Meg, you see her, yeah, she ate an avocado. It's like, really? And I saw actually Piers Morgan, because a lot of people were tweeting him about that. Like, so have you seen the pictures of him with like Jeffrey Epstein, something Maxwell, I can't remember her name.
Ghislaine.
Yeah, that one. And Prince Andrew. He's got pictures of all of them. So obviously, whenever he says something about Meghan Harry, they tweet him that picture. Like, well, what about you? Why aren't you talking about your other friends, sort of thing? Why are you talking about your friends? And then he kind of addressed it and said, like, oh well, from all the trolls getting at me, I do think that they're right in the sense that they should be talking about Prince Andrew still as well. And then, but it was like one tweet, and then 700 other tweets about Meghan and Harry. And it's like your priorities are all wrong. Out
of whack. I saw a clip of some guy talking. I don't know who he was, but he was probably like a talk show host of some kind or something, probably like one of these radio presenters or something. I don't know, but he was talking and he had like a caller on the line. When he asked the caller, like, why do you think people are treating Meg this way? And the caller was like, and the caller was like, he sounded to me like some kind of old kind of white guy. Mm-hmm. And he's like, he was because of the way he's talking, he's like, you're not gonna like this when I say this, mate. But I think it's because she's a black woman and she's kind of, I think people are seeing that she's kind of gone out of her station. Like, she's gone out of her tree a bit, so people want to put her back in her place. And the guy was like, do you know what? And then the presenter was all like, do you know what? I have a problem with that because when I look at Meg, I don't see a black woman. I see a really attractive lady, but I don't see a black woman. Like, he was going on. He was like, when you see her sat next to Oprah, like, you'll see a black woman and you'll see Meg, who is not a black woman, basically, in his eyes. And I was like, it's just like in this Britain country, you don't even need to be dark to be treated like a black person. Like
That's the thing.
as long as everyone knows that you're black, like that's enough. You can be as light as you like. Like
But
if everyone thinks you're black, you're gonna be.
You can have because Meg's mum is mixed, I think, isn't she? So Meg is probably like a quarter black or something. But that's enough for people to be coming for it like that. It's just crazy.
That's literally all it takes. All it takes. And because of the way, obviously, it was publicized in the media beforehand, that they've been saying for 5 years or however long they've been since the wedding, they've been calling her a black woman. So that's all that matters.
They've never said that she's like mixed race. It's just a black woman. If you just saw the articles without seeing pictures, you just assume that it's like Naomi Campbell or something he's married to, because the way that you wouldn't know.
And people and at the time, people saying that it's such a big step for black people. That it's going to be a black person in a royal family and all of this sort of stuff, which I thought was a bit idiotic. But but like she's been racialized as being a black woman because she has black in her, and I think 100% what that guy was saying was right. Like people are seeing this black woman from America. I think it's partly that she's black and partly that she's American and not British. But it's like, oh, she's too uppity. She's too like whatever. She's not following our rules that we set for her. And the rules are so little and minute and silly. It's just so dumb.
Well, the people who normally like, so Kate and like, I thought they're normally like kind of trained to be in the royal family, aren't they? They're brought up in a certain way that they're ready to be brought into this royal family. They know all the etiquettes. They know all this. They know like they're brought up a certain way. So I think that's another thing that obviously Meg coming in from America. She's an actress as well. And like there's obviously in Suits they had episodes of her in her underwear and stuff like that and all that kind of thing. So they literally thought like Harry couldn't pick a worse person. Like she just doesn't fit any of their stereotypical royal family what's the term, the categories, let's say.
100%. Like, and I'm just like, it's just infuriating. Like throughout my life, I never thought I would be this interested in the goings on of the royal family. Sorry, like, and to be fair, I'm not that interested in the goings on of the royal family. I'm interested in Meghan and Harry.
Yeah,
I just want, you know what, that Oprah interview, I think it's going to be 2 hours long. Yeah, I just want
is it?
I think it's like an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Oh, I'm not watching that. I'll watch the highlights.
It's a tell-all, my guy.
They got to have some highlights to show on YouTube or something.
Someone will definitely condense it.
I'm not watching all that.
Well, what I need is what I was going to say is that I want that for the 2 hours or however long it is, hour and a half, I just want them to just do the Stone Cold. Just go to the camera and just be like, middle fingers up to the camera just for 2 hours. Just like, just flipping the bird. What? Nah, but and like the other thing that I keep seeing that annoys me, that just doesn't make any sense, is people kind of act like it was Meg's master plan to
take Harry from the royal family.
Harry away from the royal family, and I'm like, why? Why? Did you just wake up one morning and be like, do you know what? Let me just ruin the English royal family. Like,
exactly.
I take a prince who's like
Harry, who's like 7th in the line to even be king. He's not even.
What kind of master plan is that? Like, there are easier ways to be like evil. Like she was wealthy enough already, so it's not about his money.
Mm-hmm. Like, she had fame because she was in like pretty big show Suits. She could have. She was pretty, so she could be a model after that if she wanted to, or anything like that.
Like, why would she put herself through this stress intentionally just to take Harry away from the royal family? Like,
and what gain is that for her to take Harry away from the royal family as well? Obviously, she's got the limelight on her now, but that's it. It's not like she's winning anything. Like, she's not going to be queen. She's not getting anything extra from it that she didn't have already.
Literally, she was famous already. She was beautiful already. She was rich already. She was successful already. Like, by all like metrics, she was already winning long before she met Harry.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't understand. Yeah, what is she gonna take away? What is she gonna gain by taking him away from the royal family? Absolutely nothing. It's just you lot don't want to admit that Harry doesn't even like you.
Exactly, that's what it is, really, isn't
You
it?
don't want to admit that Harry don't fuck with y'all.
And the thing
They'll
is that
fuck with y'all.
if they broke up, they went together. It's not like Harry's gonna then go and get with a Kate Middleton. He's gonna go and probably get with a Jamaican woman or something anyway. Like he's
gonna go with Spice.
You know what I'm saying? Jamaican. Bro, I can imagine Harry.
Just her next song. Oh man, Prince Harry, I beat it up. Good. Mate, imagine.
Oh my god, that would be a real glitch in the Matrix there.
Oh man. But yeah, he's Harry, regardless of what happens with him and Meghan, Harry's gonna be gone. Because at the end of the day, no, he's not about his life. I'm sorry.
Exactly. It's not like, and he's never been, even from when he was young, like you can tell he's different from everyone else. He doesn't want to be one of the general monarchy people, what they do, I don't know what they do, but do whatever they do. He wants to do his own thing.
Just go to events and shake hands with them. That's literally.
I don't think he wants to go to them events. He wants to be going to Spice's events.
Yeah, man. I really want to see this interview, and I hope after they do this interview, everything can just die down. I've had enough.
I think that, like, I don't conspiracy theory here, but I reckon they're waiting till this interview drops to then kill Philip or announce his death anyway. I think the guy's died, and they're gonna announce it once it drops to take attention away from it.
I loved that you said kill Philip. That's just hilarious.
Because a lot of people say they killed Diana. So maybe they've had that conversation with him, like, Philip, we just need you to last another week.
Exactly.
And then we're gonna put you out of your misery, my guy.
Like, because he's holding on. The way they're referencing the two together, like they have no correlation at all. That he's sick and this interview's airing. It's not like he got sick because of the interview, or he got sick because they're together. He's an old man and he's just now sick. So yeah, I kind of have a feeling that when
if that happens and people blame them for it, I swear to God,
they will. They'll say stress or something. The stress of the interview. Like, what are they so scared of that they're gonna say?
And honestly, a man on his deathbed, like this news shouldn't be getting to him anyway. Like, he has other things to worry about.
That is very true. He really shouldn't be in a deathbed watching CBS or whatever this show's airing to see what this interview happens. But like, the thing is that it's a 99-year-old man on his deathbed as well. It's not even like it's not like Charles, who's 60 something and he's young and healthy. Well, youngish and healthy. He's 99 and on his deathbed. Like, anyone else, you would just think, okay, the guy's old and he could die at any moment.
Yeah,
and they have no reference at all to the interview. So yeah, I just kind of have a feeling that that's what they're doing here, and I think they should fake drop the interview. So they'll say they're dropping it tomorrow. Really, it's dropping next week, and then, like, Prince Philip dies and then the interview doesn't drop. They're like, oh shit, we jumped the gun here.
Nah, because then they'll be like, you can't drop the interview now. Prince Philip's just died.
That's true. They should drop it sooner, actually. Well, then they'll probably do the same thing. That if they dropped it tonight or something instead of tomorrow, then they'll be like, Prince Philip dies randomly. Like, is
yeah. To be fair, I don't think that would take it that much attention off.
No way. People would look at the interview first before they even knew Philip died. Then they would. I feel like they would reference the two together, like it's some sort of like in the
news, like Meghan Markle and Prince Harry released an interview as Prince Philip dies and tragic.
Exactly. Yeah. Meghan Markle kills Philip by releasing Oprah interview sort of thing. Like.
They would literally do. They'll be like. Yeah, that's literally how they'll do it. They'll be like an hour after this Meghan Markle.
Yeah.
Philip passed away. Reports coming from the hospital suggesting that he was watching the interview and he couldn't take it anymore.
His last words was, F that Meghan B.
No. I'm expecting that to be very juicy. I'm looking forward to probably not going to watch the whole thing, but I'm looking forward to seeing the highlights.
I want to see some tea. Spill the tea, Megs. Tell everyone everything.
And I just want it to be like a diss track, a 2-hour diss track. I just need to Oprah drop the beat. Oprah drop the beat.
Like, what's that? Shellers.
Literally shellers. Literally just.
I would actually love that though. If the interview was just like it was them dissing them like really just really dropping all kinds of secrets, I would love it. So I would watch the whole 2 hours if it was that. But it's going to be very disappointing for all the hype, all the build up.
I don't know. I can't see a way that it's disappointing. Like I feel like it's going to have people foaming at the mouth. Like,
oh yeah, definitely.
Like I think the only I don't think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be juicy. I think it's gonna be mad juicy. Like I feel like there's gonna be parts I'm not interested in.
Yeah,
but I feel like there'll be parts that would be mad.
Like,
like I want Harry to diss his brother.
Yo, balding ass, tall ass, big nose, just cussing.
Oh man, that'd be funny to me.
And thing is cuss. What's the sister's name? The one with the big bum. Big bum. Pippa.
Big bum.
In the deepest
She ain't got no ass.
Oh my god. She won that bum of the year or something. Oh, days.
That was why this country was done out. When they went crazy for her bum, and then she won bum of the century and all this kind of, I was just like, what are they seeing that I'm missing here?
Oh man.
Wow.
Dead. Girl shaped like a PlayStation 5, mate.
My PS5's got more curves. Maybe she should like digital edition.
Just straight down.
Yeah.
Oh man. But almost 2 hours in, boys. I think it's about that time we get to our bi-weekly segment that doesn't have a jingle. I think do you know what? The jingle, when I make the jingle, I'm gonna make the jingle and I'm gonna be saying we don't have a jingle for it in the jingle. Just because at this point it's just there's so many episodes that I've been saying I'm gonna make this jingle. So,
I think you should just.
I think the jingle was gonna. Sorry, I was gonna say the jingle is just gonna be. And now for the segment that we don't have a jingle. That would be the jingle. But every podcast, if you're new here, we like to close off by talking about some of the TV shows and movies and games that we're playing, and we just call it our What Are We Watching segment. It's called What Are We Watching, but we talk about games as well. And if people were reading books, we'd probably talk about them too. But it's called What Are We Watching? So, episode 11, who wants to kick us off for this week?
One Division, anyone?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, I've watched it. Up to date.
Ooh, finished. Out of 10, go.
8. A clean 8.
I was thinking about an 8 as well.
Yeah, I agree. Solid 8. Very, very solid show. I enjoyed it. Has it made you more or less excited for
What's the
Marvel?
next movie? Does anyone know?
Spider-Man.
Is it Strange or something?
No, it's Spider-Man. I'm sure.
It's Spider-Man 3?
Spider-Man 3.
But that's
multiverse. But that's gonna be I don't see that having anything to do with this. I think the next one that has anything to do with this would probably be Doctor Strange 2. Yeah.
Or when's Captain Marvel 2?
That's
I'm
looking now. Let me see. I don't see anything. Captain Marvel 2.
Because I think that's going to have quite a big play with this one as well, WandaVision.
Captain Marvel 2 is not till next year, end of next
okay.
year. Yeah, so it's Spider-Man. Well, I mean, there's movies in between, but the next main thing is Spider-Man. You got Shang-Chi in July.
Isn't Black Widow meant to be coming out this year as well?
Yeah, May.
Yeah, but that's got
yeah. Obviously, the best shows coming next though. Yells, I know you'll be looking forward to this one. Falcon and Buggy. Is it Buggy?
Bucky,
that's it. Couldn't remember his
Winter
name.
Soldier.
Winter Soldier and Falcon.
the best show, and it couldn't even say it.
It's literally in 2 weeks. I was like, I didn't expect it to drop so quick, but it's on the 19th. It drops. I was like, okay, cool. I'm here for it.
So trash. I mean, trash. Why would
honestly,
you even watch that? I don't understand. Like, that's just gonna be like, it's just gonna be like a generic action show. Like, who cares?
But it's not gonna be. I feel like it's just gonna be worth it because it's not too deep. Like, it's not too much. That's gonna be. I feel like it's gonna be a short thing in it. It's like only a few eps. It's only 6 episodes, so it's not that long. So you can just watch it real quick and be done with it.
They didn't have the budget or the story to do a movie. So they just did some dead out. Like, WandaVision makes sense to be a TV show because of how it is.
Yeah.
It's Winter Soldier and
Falcon.
What's his name? Falcon.
Captain America.
You don't even call him get like, oh, it's a mess. It's a mess. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's the worst. They're the lowest of the low in this.
But you honestly don't know. You don't know what's gonna happen, and I haven't
thing.
seen any trailers for it either. So I'm like, I don't know.
You don't enjoy that. I'm watching Agent Carter again.
I feel like it wouldn't get enough hype as a movies. That's why they made it show rather than the lack of budget and anything.
It's not enough hype for a movie for it. That's why they made it show. Yeah.
Yeah.
So okay, of course it's not a budget thing. They have money. They can throw money at anything.
Yeah.
But it just doesn't make sense to do it for this because no one cares.
Yeah.
It's like if they were going to make a Hawkeye movie, who would care? No one. I bet Hawkeye's all over this damn TV show.
Wait, no, he has his own TV show.
Does he?
Yeah, late 2021.
Oh,
see,
wow.
it's exactly the same vibes. This is exactly what I'm saying. They're just giving everyone a TV show.
Hawkeye's
And
retired,
Loki's got
hasn't
one
he?
as well.
Loki's one I'm interested in. Though.
Loki's
I
looking
like
interesting
Loki.
though. Yeah,
Loki's alright. Loki's will be a vibe, I think. But
I like Loki.
and that's supposed to be multiversal as well. Like Loki doing that multiverse traveling and stuff. I believe.
But it makes sense for Loki to have a TV show because he's been exposed, like very exposed in all these movies and stuff. So a Loki movie at this point just doesn't make sense. And if you can't, there's no need for a Loki movie. A Loki movie is a Thor movie. You don't need it.
Yeah.
But so a Loki TV show makes sense.
I'm just looking forward to the chemistry between Falcon and Winter Soldier. I think they're funny when they link up. I think it's funny. Like because
I've seen them on the show and on the movie, and they've done nothing.
I mean, them two together in Civil War was pretty funny when they were just following around Cap and like they're both trying to get Cap's attention by just doing whatever, and they're like, "No, he's my best friend. No, he's my best friend." Kind of situation. I think that's just hilarious, and I think that they have good chemistry.
So dumb. So dumb. Like. Falcon is the worst, blood. I swear. Like Winter Soldier, okay, fine. Falcon, oh my goodness. Bro.
Well, you didn't like a black Captain America?
No, allow it. Leave it out. Remember when he got punked out by War Machine?
Yeah. Oh
that's a black man with some real artillery. You know what I'm saying? That's a brother I could get behind. Where's the War Machine TV show? I'll watch that.
That'll be poor as well, I reckon. That'll be bad as well, yeah.
But I think the people who should have TV shows are like the people who could actually do stuff that makes sense episodically. Like if they weren't doing a Black Widow movie, a Black Widow TV show would be hard, I think.
But wouldn't that's just the same energy as a Falcon and Winter Soldier movie? I mean, TV show.
No, she's on espionage, my guy.
Okay, but
that'd be like these men they just know how to fight. That's literally like
that'd be like working for the police or something, like doing missions and
honestly, this could set up a lot for the Captain America mantle for the future also, like, because you don't know what's going to happen. That's the only thing. I don't know what's going to happen, so I just want to know what's going to happen.
But for example, for me, TV shows work best when you have strong characters who can have strong character development. I feel like Winter Soldier there's nowhere for him to go. He's this guy that's been plucked out of history, who's lost an arm. He's tried to isolate himself in Wakanda for some reason. Then he gets brought back out, and now he's going to be in the world or whatever. His storyline progression doesn't interest me. And then Falcon is just a sideman, so he definitely doesn't interest me. So, whereas with like someone like I say with Black Widow, you've got this hard ass spy. She can progress. She can become softer. She can and you have the whole aspect of her missions will be interesting because you could have her do espionage, you can have her do action, you can have her do like all these different things. Whereas these guys, it's gonna be run, shoot, blah, 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 explosion, excitement, no, allow it.
We'll see, anyways. We'll I guess we'll let you know whether it's good or bad.
Yeah, you will have to.
You have to let me know as well. I'm probably not gonna watch that.
Are you not gonna watch it?
This guy.
I'll let you both know. I mean, it's literally such a short show that I don't like. It's not even a thing that's gonna take up too much time, so I don't mind watching it. Even if it's bad, I'll probably finish it.
The thing is, I never would have watched WandaVision either if you didn't tell me to, because that to me sounded like it was going to be poor. Like I didn't like Vision was a terrible character in the movies, in my opinion. Yeah. Wanda was alright, but
Vision didn't do much. He was right, but he didn't really.
That's why he was terrible. He didn't do anything.
He just didn't do anything. And then in was it Infinity War or in Endgame, whichever one, when he was just useless and just annoying because he would like
Infinity War.
Yeah,
he got shanked, man. He couldn't do anything after that.
Oh yeah, at the very beginning of the movie, he got shanked.
Yeah, literally.
Just buy some not even Thanos, buy some minion.
Exactly. That's why he's just annoying in that movie. So yeah, I didn't really like him too much. And because he was like a badass in Age of Ultron when he lifted up the hammer and stuff like that. And
yeah, that was hype.
And
that
then
was so sick.
Became so useless.
Yeah, like he didn't do anything. But I liked him in this. I liked him in the end fight where they started
chatting.
I don't want to spoil anything, but
yeah,
when they were chatting.
Yeah, when they were just having conversing. I was like, yes, this is like, I don't know much about the Vision character, but this is exactly how I feel like this should go.
Yeah.
100%. This makes so much sense to me. And I like that.
How would you not feel if Wanda becomes a villain?
I think she's already there.
How do you feel about it, though?
She was a villain, though, wasn't she, before as well?
She was initially a villain, yeah.
Yeah.
She was a villain before. I think she's complex. And I feel like WandaVision, what we just watched, I feel like in everybody else's story,
yeah,
she was the villain. Yeah. I don't want to spoil anything too tough, but what did the actual villain really do to anyone?
Nothing.
True.
All she wanted to do was take advantage of the situation that Wanda created.
Yeah.
That was her villainous deeds, but Wanda created the situation. So in everyone else's story, as far as I'm concerned, Wanda was a vision. And looking at it impartially,
Wanda was a vision.
Wanda was a villain. Sorry. I'm looking at it from an impartial kind of third person perspective, looking at it and judging it fairly, not being like gassed up fanboy Marvel. Yeah, Wanda comes across very, very badly in that.
And in the comics, she's quite villainous as well, isn't she? She's always a villain in the comics and even the old cartoons and stuff like that.
Yeah.
She's been a villain. Magneto's daughter, yeah.
So,
but I think Quicksilver was with the X-Men, but then she was on Magneto's side.
I'm pretty sure Quicksilver's bad as evil as well.
I think, but they're evil like Magneto in the sense that they're more anti-hero-ish. They're
just advocates for mutant rights, pretty much. Just like we are more powerful than humans, therefore we should be able to do whatever we want, kind of thing.
Yeah, and they're like so yeah, because Magneto does the same thing. So like he's a villain against certain people, but when actual bigger villains come, they'll like team
work together. Yeah,
that. So it's kind of like that. So I don't mind. I feel like the MCU doesn't really have those kind of characters right now. Like they just I feel like they have a clear cut villain on one side, hero on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I would kind of be interested to answer your question, Cam, if they started to have some more kind of middle of the road kind of characters.
I guess Loki's kind of like that. He's been kind of like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, yeah, you're right. Yeah. So basically, yeah, I want some more characters that kind of go in the Loki pathway. Might be the main villain in one movie, but in the next movie where there's a more evil, nefarious kind of character, even this villain can see that that's wrong, and he teams up with the heroes to help and that stuff like that.
And you don't even know if he actually is, or if he's just trying to get sort out his own agenda as well. Like with Loki,
which is what Loki does, which is kind of fun. Yeah, I would like that. I would like that. And because obviously, the Avengers in its current state has kind of been
disbanded, really. It's not really
it's kind of weird. So I would like it if she was kind of just off doing her own thing, kind of somewhat villainous, somewhat whatever. I'd like it.
Cool.
What about you, Bez?
Cool.
Huh?
I was asking, what about you? Because you asked if we would like it if she was a villain.
Oh yeah, I would too. Yeah, I like Loki as a character, so I feel like I'm quite a antagonist kind of. I usually enjoy the kind of bad villains. Protagonist. Yeah, so I'd quite like it. I'd get behind it.
After finishing WandaVision and like just because I watch a lot of YouTube videos about this show, and just hearing people talk about it, I was like, if she becomes a villain in the way that, like after you just described how you described it, where she'd be like a kind of anti-hero kind of situation, I wouldn't mind that. But if she was to just become an outright villain, I'd be like, this is weird, like a weird turn for a character kind of thing. But yeah, I feel like it would make sense. I mean, she's definitely looking like she's onto evil stuff, anyways, like some darker stuff. But yeah, I'm just hyped to see what happens in the Doctor Strange movie.
I don't think they're gonna I don't feel like they'll pull the trigger in that though.
On what?
On her moving towards evil. I don't trust.
What, in that movie or just in general?
Not Doctor Strange, just in general. Because I feel like the big screen works differently to like. So like Loki was always Loki.
Yeah.
Like, if that makes sense. I feel like portraying someone going from. I mean, she went from bad to good, but she wasn't bad for that long. Like, you didn't really see her being bad. And even that the time period where she was bad, it gets explained that they were being used and deceived and all of this. So, and I feel like in cinema, I feel like they don't really do those kind of stories where someone falls from grace kind of thing. I feel like that's not something that I see commonly. And I feel like that's probably because they don't have faith that it will come across to like a mass market. So I feel like I don't trust. I would love them to see them do it, and I feel like Marvel, as throughout the MCU, has done a lot of like trailblazing things in regards to like movies and stuff. So, but I feel like maybe this might be something that they're nervous about actually doing, especially because it's like the actor Elizabeth Olsen as well. Like they don't usually like putting like certain actors in certain positions. Like usually you have actors that play villains and that's all they play, and you have actors that play good people and that's all they play.
But the thing is, I think with her though, it might not be too difficult to do it because you never really. I feel like we haven't really built a bond with her like before WandaVision anyway. So like with villains, you want to hate the villain, really, don't you? Like, that's the whole point of a villain. Just someone you're going to watch the movie and be like, I hate Thanos, I hate him. So I feel like with Wanda, it's like before WandaVision, you don't really know her that well. So I don't know whether maybe other people are different, but me personally, I didn't really like her or dislike her. So if I saw her as a baddie in the next movie, I wouldn't feel like she's fallen from grace because I didn't really see her as a superhero anyway. Like she was obviously one of the Avengers, but she wasn't like Iron Man or she wasn't like Thor or something like that, where if it was them, the main people who changed from good to bad, you'd be like, what the hell? You'd be so shocked.
Yeah, no, you're right about that. So,
and I think I think also the fact that she was Wanda before and now she's finally the Scarlet Witch. It's like they can just treat her as a totally different character kind of thing.
Yeah, and like
to be fair,
the end credits kind of suggest that maybe that's where they go as well.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah.
I wonder if they will bring in the Magneto.
They might do, but they're
They
not going to
showed the
make
parents, though, didn't they?
Yeah, no, it's too late to make Magneto their parents.
Yeah.
It's too late. They've already they made that decision and they have to stick to it, unfortunately. But,
I'm looking forward to whatever they do with Monaco as well, because that's
she's got to be in the next Captain Marvel movie, surely.
Yeah, 100%.
so.
She has to be.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's
didn't
why
realize
I'm
that she was the little girl in the first Captain Marvel movie.
I didn't either.
I told you I was.
It took me a minute to realize because I was just like, oh, she.
You know when, you know when she's coming back in, from in the 4th episode or whatever. You can hear Captain Marvel and her mom talking, like lines that they had in thing in Captain Marvel.
When she's passing through the barrier.
No, when that too, but also when you first see her, like timeline wise, when she's in the hospital.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay.
Oh, shame. Okay.
So they just did little tie-ins like that,
little Easter eggs.
Yeah, to just let people know real quick. And then you also see her mum as well when she's at the SWAD headquarters. You see a picture of her mum.
Yeah, there's a picture of her, but I didn't put two and two together at all. I can't remember Captain Marvel that well. That I remember even who the actress was for the thingies for Carol Danvers' friend.
True.
Yeah. So what else are you watching, Cam? Since I guess it was you that started.
The usual. Been watching my animes and whatnot. Everything's coming to a close. Should be finished in the next few weeks. Jujutsu Kaisen it did what I wanted it to do. Like it kind of slowed down and then it's picked back up again for the ending. Like I was actually thinking to myself a few weeks ago before I watched the ep, I was like, if it doesn't pick up now, I don't see it having enough time to do anything that matters and is anything that's like good in terms of the story. But then when I watched the episode, it did what, like it went into the finale kind of end game kind of situation. So yeah, it's looking good. What else am I watching? Some other anime. Don't really matter.
There's one I saw in your anime list. Is it By the Grace of Gods or something? Or is another, or is something by Gods? It starts off with it's a little kid who gets put. Well, it's a man who dies put into another world, and then he's like with slimes or with the little ball thingies.
Yeah, I was watching that last season, but I didn't feel like talking about it because it's not really interesting in a way. It's literally there's no conflict.
Yeah,
it's just him living life, and it's kind of at the time it was refreshing because I was like watching Jujutsu Kaisen, watching like other stuff that was more hype, and then I just come back to this and just watch it as like a palate cleanser kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I haven't finished it. I'm planning to finish it. I still have it like open in my tabs, but yeah, it's kind of interesting. It's like a different take on the isekai situation.
Yeah.
But I mean, I wouldn't recommend it to anyone who's looking for action.
Okay. I started it. I watched like the first 1 or 2 episodes and then just haven't bothered to go back to it. And I saw that you'd watched quite a few, so I was like, let me check with you if it's worth going back to or not.
Yeah. And then obviously Dr. Stone is looking good still.
I got delayed on the dub. There's no episode 3 this like last week. I don't know if there was one today or not.
The dub is out already. Oh, they're dubbing it, simulcasting it.
Yeah, first 2 episodes are out.
Calm, I might have to get on that soon.
What else? I'm rewatching Castle because it just got added to Disney Plus. So I'm watching Castle now. Having a good time watching that. It's very good stuff.
Same. Great show.
That's it really. I was going to rewatch all of WandaVision, but then I got to episode 8 and I stopped. But yeah.
You watched through 8 episodes and then
I watched 7 episodes and then stopped. There was 9.
Oh my god.
May as well finish them. Right?
Well, those last 2 are 45 minutes. So.
They're so fresh in my mind as well. It's like I already know what's going to happen. I don't I don't need to rewatch it. But yeah. That's me. That's all I've been watching really. Next one.
I may as well go because I've literally got nothing to add. I've been watching WandaVision and Castle. and Cam just talks about Castle. And we've been talking about One Division for ages. Not playing anything on the PS5 because there's not enough games. So Sony, if you're listening, release some more games. And yeah, other than that, been chilling. So yeah, go in bed.
I've watched quite a few things. So I watched From Dusk Till Dawn, the TV show on Netflix. It was decent actually. It took me a while to get into it. Like tried watching it years ago and then got bored, so I just stopped bothering. But it's actually quite good. So it's about 3 seasons, so it's quite a good watch. Watched obviously One Division. I've been watching Fairy Tale again. Gone back to that and just watching that here and there. And my world reincarnated as a slime or something. I can't remember the name of it properly, but that's a fun show. And the season 2's kind of started now, so I'd recommend that one.
The dub started.
Yeah, season 2 dub started. Yeah. I've watched. Obviously, don't know if you lot have seen it yet, but you need to watch it. Coming to America 2.
I'm not watching it.
Is it out already?
Yeah, it came out I think it came out yesterday or the day before. You need to watch it.
I'm not taking my time.
You need to watch it just for a throwback like overload, man. You need to watch it.
I honestly don't understand.
What is it on?
Amazon. It's on Prime.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, you should watch it, man. It's not great, but it's
because that's why I'm not gonna watch it. I don't have time to sit down and watch a movie that everyone is basically saying is not great. It's like, oh, it's nostalgia though, and it's like cats again and stuff like that. Okay, cool, yeah, but no. No.
You see?
Like, I might watch it like one night if I'm like, and when I say one night, I mean one night in like 5 years, and I'm bored, not doing anything. I'm like just flicking through Amazon Prime. If it's still there, then maybe I might watch it then.
No, man, you should watch it like tonight. Just next episode, you can talk about it.
Nah, mate. I got Castle to watch tonight, mate.
You've seen Castle, haven't you?
I have. But it's
my days!
It's great. I'm rewatching it. It's so good.
I think that's about it for what I'm watching and playing. I was playing that Control game, which is alright. I'm sure it gave me a bit of a migraine though. I'm sure, like the lighting in it and the weird effects in it just gave me a headache.
I stopped playing that. I gave up.
Yeah, it's an alright game once you get into it, but I can't play it anymore. And then I don't know if you don't remember PS2. There was a game called Dark Cloud. This is an old game, so I've been playing that. It's on PS now.
Oh, shame. Okay.
Yeah, it's on PS now, so I've just been playing that. Is
it what, remastered or something?
Yeah, so they remastered it for the PS4, and then it actually looks smooth. Like, it doesn't look like a PS2 game at all. Like, it's smooth and stuff. But it's a fun game. It's like, obviously I played it when I was like, I must have been like 7 or 8 or something. I played that game the first time, but we only ever had the demo. So when I saw that was on there, I was like, yeah, I got to finally get this game and be able to play it properly. So I've been playing that recently because obviously, there's no PS5 games. So
wait,
as Yale said, so
how did demos work back in the day? My brain, I'm like, I remember playing demos, but like, I'm like,
how on a disc?
Huh?
You got on a disc. You got on a disc with the PlayStation. Do you remember?
Or in magazines.
Or in a magazine, but yeah, you got them on disc.
Oh, okay. Actually, yeah, I do remember. Because I was thinking that we had Tekken 4 or something like that on demo. But I was like, how do we play that? Because obviously now you just download demos.
Yeah.
So you're one of them, mate. You're one of them.
I mean, at least I remember the times. At least I remember the times. At least I remember the times.
I'm like, yeah, the logical conclusion is if you couldn't download it, you just had to get given it. Physically.
Yeah, but it's like where you get the disc from was the main problem in my brain. Like I couldn't figure out where they'd come from. Like, it makes sense. You get them in a magazine. You get them on the PlayStation.
You used to have gaming magazines that were really, really big back then.
Yeah, I have to have loads of demos because we were friends with one of the shop owners. So he used to just give me all the demos when the magazines didn't sell. So I had quite a few. So that was one of them ones that I had a demo of. And then I saw it. I was like, yeah, let me play this. And that's it. Yeah, I watched Tag as well, a movie, it's quite a good movie. It's like these friends from like primary, like from when they were young, basically play a lifelong game of tag every May.
Oh yeah, I saw the trailer. so dumb. They're like middle aged now, and they're still trying to play.
Yeah, it's quite funny. It's
Like
like,
hype,
that's what I thought. It was just quite funny. And then it's got Hawkeye in it. So he's never been tagged. Yeah, he's never been tagged, and he's basically he's getting married. So they said they're gonna stop because he's getting married. He's not gonna play anymore. So they have the last chance to tag him this year, and then they want to just. It's a good movie though. It's like a fun movie.
Yeah.
Have you seen Game Night?
Yeah, that's another fun movie. Actually, I like that movie.
Yeah, I've been meaning to watch that. It's quite. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, that was good. I liked Game Night. That was quite funny actually. It's got the same guy in this one. No, it hasn't. That one's Jason Bateman, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, this one's someone else, but it's similar kind of energy. One of them kind of movies, but they're both fun. But yeah, man. Yeah. That's. I'm pretty sure. That's it.
Okay, then. I think we better wrap this up then. Migo's voice.
Wrap it up then.
But yeah, I'll just say, if you made it this long, about 2 hours in, thank you for rocking with us once again. Make sure to hit us up on the Twitter, which is at 5 letters pod. Right?
I think so. I think that's right.
I always forget. But yeah, and it's the number 5 letters pod or podcast. Do you know, let me just confirm. It's podcast.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, on Twitter and Instagram at 5 letters podcast. That's the number 5. On YouTube as well, I think it's something very, very similar. If you just type in 5 letters podcast, will come up. Bez has kindly been uploading all our old clips on there as well, so we'll have a whole back catalogue of different stuff to catch up on. And yeah, for another 2 weeks, that's episode 11. You can catch us back here in 2 weeks' time. Not next Sunday, Sunday after, for episode 12, where we'll be doing the same kind of things, doing it big once again.
After you had the agenda planned out already, I was like, wow, that's quick. What will we be talking about?
Man, we should plan it 2 weeks ahead. Now, Jackie, just way off topic. But yeah, unless you guys have anything else to say, I'm out of here. I mean, you all can stay, but I'm gone.
Good luck with going back to school if we have people under the age of 18 listening.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Make sure you do your homework. Do your homework, but if you don't do your homework and you get given detention, don't go to detention. Don't go to detention.
Bad influence. You're bad influence.
I said do your homework. That was the most important part. But anyway, yeah, we're out of here. Peace.
Gotta get more. Man, see blessings, gotta get more. See a little bread, but gotta get more. Man, I got tunes, but gotta get more. Man, get love, but should I get more? Running up numbers, trying to do more. Send to shell, but could've got Capo. Could've got more. Came from the band, though, now I do tour. I can't give a man time of day if I felt your energy and weren't too sure. Man, see his friend get 25 years. He'll be on the front line trying to do more. Fly to shell when the pagans ride. Bust that light, could've got more. Came out the background, tunes like Mac rounds. Man, better stand down. Too much style and swag that handout. Man, see a check that's on site, ran down. Online calls in, pass are calling, and I'm just there like Santan. All them sly ones, but I don't say. Man, got my ear to the street like handstand. Gotta get more. Man, see blessings, gotta get more. See a little bread, but gotta get more. Man, I got tunes, but gotta get more. Man, get love, but should I get more? Running up numbers, trying to do more. Send to shell, but could've got more.
Could've got more. Man, I like Shorty, you can do more. I can't lie, work rate's been poor. Last 5 years I've been living on tour. You can ask Skepta, done about 4. Still gotta do more. I gotta put my foot in that door. I'm that guy that you can't ignore. Still gotta get mine. 10 years plus, still fucking up grime. I'm my own person, one of a kind. Sick flow, sick content, sick rhyme.